So this is the bottle that Morimoto signed during the Pokemon party. Check this out. Mew, Poliwag, Tauros, Diglett. And in the back you can see dated 2023 2/15. How cool is this? Japan time starts right now. This is us testing to see if you watch the show. Because what's going to happen is we're going to do next year, we are going to do a marathon for the Japan Time Fiji trip. And we're going to say that all of us are going to go. But the all is the royal all for the 5 of us in this call. And so everybody else is going to be raising money for this Fiji trip during this, but it's actually just funding the trip for the 5 of us. And then when we book our tickets and they're like, what do you mean? What about our tickets? We're like, well, we said on the episode that it was just the 5 of us. And would you look at that? Ricky shows up because he wants to go to the Fiji trip. There's 6. There's 6 of us, bro. There you go. 6 of us. The 6 of us right now. The 6 of us.
Wait, hold
are going to Fiji.
What do you mean? Over here? Yeah, I can't make it tonight, bro.
Come on. What's up, everybody? Rogers Base here. Hello and welcome to the Japan Time Podcast for Monday, December 15th, 2025. I am your host, Rogers Base, and tonight, Shofu is not with us. A lot of people actually aren't with us. There's only 6 of us, 5 of us, and a very special guest. And we have dubbed of the show Fiji Time, because essentially we have decided in the pre-show of today's episode that our next trip as a group internationally is going to be to Fiji. And that the trip is only going to be the 6 of us in call right now, right here for tonight's episode. So that's what's going to happen. Now, joining me, of course, we have the one, the only, the legendary, Mr. Ricky Cocaine.
Okay, so I did hit the eligibility for the Fiji trip, right?
You did. You hit it. You got in call right as I said.
My God,
we might actually have to include this pre-show clip.
Yep.
For the actual main
Don't
show.
worry,
So
I actually hit record when you started that. Luckily,
Yep.
because you went straight into the show.
It's that easy. I'll see y'all in hell.
He's out of here.
Well, he's not going anymore.
No, he's still going. He's still going. He got here just in time. It's fine. It's fine. We can't go to Fiji and not have Ricky. And you know who else we need on that Fiji trip? We need Viram. We need Viram. We need the gentleman Viram. What's up, Viram? How are you?
Tired, but not bad.
Not bad.
Could be
Someone
worse.
else who isn't bad right now is McDareth. What's going on, McDareth?
Doing well. I'll just put the intro for the actual episode, or I'll just edit a different one. But
just edit the intro in post, whatever.
Yeah,
this is the live
I'm
version
gonna put it in post. I'm gonna put it in post. Just I did all this time to prep all this stuff. You're like, yeah, we're just gonna start. It's like, all right.
Yeah. Well, Coast was yelling at me. Speaking of which, what's up, Coast? How are you?
What's up? Hey, Nintendo gamers.
Yeah. So if people are wondering why there was a weird intro this week, it's because Coast said, "Can we start the show already?" And since Shofu
because we were 50 minutes over time.
Yeah, but it's fine. You know what? It's gonna be a short episode. We don't have much to talk about this week. But someone who always has a lot to talk about.
Real fast.
Let me get my segue off, McDareth, or you're not going to Fiji anymore. I'll kick you out of this call. All right. That's what I thought. All right. Someone else who has a lot of stuff to talk about. We have our very special guest. We have Mike. What's going on, Mike? How are you?
Let's go, Mike.
Hello, what's up? I think I very specifically said I had not much to say.
No, well, that's
the
why
subject
I said
of this episode.
Right. Well, I actually do think there is one topic you'll have a lot to talk about on. I think a lot of us can actually talk about this. Mike, have you been Plurbin?
I've been Plurbin. You've been Plurbin?
I've been Plurbin.
You have
Mike's
not been Plurbin, Roger.
Have you been Plurbin, Ricky?
You're a Plurber?
I'm Plurbin. Are you a Plurber?
Me and Mike have been Plurbin all over the place.
Let's reel it back.
We're
Let's reel
Plurbin
it
all
back.
day.
Up and down, all over the wall. We plurb every
You're
Thursday.
Plurbin all over. Fantastic. Well, actually, technically, it comes out Friday, right?
Yeah.
Or it's like Thursday
yeah.
at 9.
No,
Right.
yeah, I plurb on Thursday nights.
Fantastic. Wow. You're like immediate. The second that thing drops, you're plurbing it up.
Yeah.
I love to hear that. Coast, you're plurbing as well?
I do be plurbing my shit.
That's fantastic. Fantastic. Now, McDareth, Viram, can we safely talk about Pluribus right now? Are you guys caught up?
No, I haven't.
I'm not watching it, so go ahead.
I mean,
anything you say will make no sense to me.
I
didn't even know what you were talking about until I literally saw that season 2 was greenlit on my timeline. Just happened to show up.
What?
Wow. I actually, I've seen that from a lot of people because apparently it's like the most watched show in the history of Apple TV. And there's so many people that are on my timeline that are like, I've never even heard of the show before. I didn't even know
you
the
see,
show
that's
was
the
out.
key thing. I don't use Apple TV. I know nothing on that platform.
That's what. Not even for Severance?
That's
No,
that's
I
the reason.
don't
why I
use
got it.
anything Apple.
Man.
I got it
then there
because
go.
you guys were like, let's do a Severance spoiler cast. Like, okay, let me catch up to the show.
I mean, you know what you could always do if you wanted to watch the show? You could sail the high seas with us.
Yeah, so just sail the
There's
seven
some-
seas.
I was going to say, we can hit the
don't-
Grand Line to watch
But
Blurb.
I mean, I still have my Apple thing.
Search for the One
I
Piece.
didn't cancel it yet.
We can search
So-
for the One Piece on the end.
Also, with it, I can use it on my TV.
There you go. See, there you go. That works out nicely.
I'm
But,
pretty sure me and Mike, we're not doing the high seas, right? We don't do that, right? We go legitimate, don't we?
No, I got there was like a sale, like $30 for half a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get mine
Yeah.
free with my phone service. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it either. Then I would be sailing. I'd be hitting the Grand Line every week.
Yeah, my phone
Sailing right
service.
past Laboon.
I got the YouTube like max size, so I have like 2 terabytes because I need that shit.
Nice.
Not
Nice,
YouTube,
nice.
Google Drive.
Oh yeah, I actually think I have the upgraded Google Drive too. Now I'm thinking about it because I have like all my member videos on there.
And you see the amount of shit I record. Let's see, what's the
I
size
can
of
imagine.
my Google Drive right now? I think it's like 700 gigs taken up. Let's see. Almost 800 gigs, 795.
Dang. Well, before we move away from the Pluribus talk, though, bringing like the talk back to the actual show so far, what's the vibe right now? How are people feeling about it after that last episode?
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I have a lot to say, but I feel like we have to do it sequentially. Like you can't just give the impression of the last episode. Like I want to talk about
something sequential.
the roller
Might as well just
coaster.
do a spoiler cast for this.
It has taken Ricky and I like 2 hours to get through each episode because we have philosophical discussions like every 15 minutes.
Thank God I did not watch any of the episodes with you guys.
I know.
I would be
watching
going
it.
No, but
crazy.
it's fun.
Oh
the
man.
way that we do it, it's a consensual pause in the episode. I requested. Mike is free to veto it, and I just say, okay, pause, or maybe he might do a pause. I don't know, but we do it, and then we just have a discussion, and it's like everybody's in on it, and we're having a good time. It's all.
Well, speaking of somebody who does it with everybody in on it, pause. We got War Champ. What's up, War Champ?
Ain't no way. He's a
I'm
copycat.
up there in everything and anything.
That's right. Are you Plurbin as well, War Champ?
No,
Oh, you're not Plurbin? Dang. That's
I
too
am
bad. Well,
fucking. Did you guys talk about how Silksong DLC trailer just dropped out of nowhere?
No.
When?
Just now?
Yeah,
No, we're not talking about that. I didn't even know that was the thing. It just dropped?
out of nowhere.
Yeah,
In
it
the world?
like just dropped.
When's it coming out? What's it called?
Next
What's
year.
going on
That's
with it?
We got Silksong Sea of Sorrow 2026. That's all we got.
Oh yeah. What? Okay. Silksong Sea of Sorrow, an expansion that follows the Mission Impossible tilting construction that is nautically themed. Team Cherry said in the blog post. They're also working on a Switch 2 version of the original Hollow Knight to bring the visual parity with Silksong Switch 2 edition. And the Hollow Knight Switch 2 edition will feature improved frame rates, sharper resolution, graphical updates that distinguish it, and will be free for anyone that owns Hollow Knight on Switch. That's fantastic. That's me. I'm going to get another free Switch 2 edition. That's fantastic. That's great. Yeah, didn't Skyrim just do that too with the Anniversary Collection?
And
they had it for like
re-releases like every 5 million years. So
I guess that's true.
Weird. For some reason, they can't do that in Japan.
Right. There's something where like you are forced to charge something, even if it's like 10 cents. You still have to charge it because that's how Deltarune was, and that's how Exit 8 was too. I think it was like 100 yen or something, but you have to pay something for an upgrade. Yeah, I don't know why that's the case. But no, yeah, wow, that is actual breaking news. This isn't just something like new music dropped on Nintendo Music or something. This is like an actual breaking news story.
Breaking news. Mario Land music is on NSO.
There you go. Thank you very much.
I don't know whether to believe him or not.
They actually did, since the last show, they actually did drop a lot of stuff on NSO. They dropped Wario World on NSO for GameCube NSO, which is weird because that wasn't even in the initial batch of stuff that was going to drop on GameCube. But we got Wario World. Have any of you played it? I have never played Wario World.
Is that a good game? Is that a good game?
I don't know.
Oh, you've never played it?
I rented it when I was in high school, but I don't think I actually finished it. I think I played it over the course of a weekend, but I didn't see everything the game had to offer, I believe. I got it from our local Family Video, actually. They had that sale where if you bring your report card and you get an A on your report card, you get a free weekend rental.
You get rental, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did that with Wario World.
That was a thing where you guys were?
Hell yeah, man. Shout out to Family Video.
Yeah, they were trying to uplift the community through education and, give you any incentive. Right. Yeah. So that was a very good program. Regardless, put that aside. The game has to be asked because I never hear anybody talk about it. I've never heard of the Mario 64s when everybody's talking about classic games. I've never heard Wario World or Wario World come into the conversation. So that's why I was asking you.
Wario World, from what I remember, is developed by Treasure. It's not developed by the team that normally does the Wario Land games. And Treasure is the company that does Sin and Punishment, Mischief Makers, Gunstar Heroes. They don't normally make platformer games, but it's kind of like a platformer beat 'em up type thing, based on what I've seen of it and from what I remember playing of it, like I said, back when I was a kid. But they added that to NSO, and then they announced, further proving that leak from a while ago, that Rayman 2 and Tonic Trouble are both coming to N64 NSO. I believe actually those drop tonight. I think for people who are listening to the show right now, I think they drop either tonight or tomorrow. So if you're looking forward to playing Rayman and Tonic Trouble, it's going to be there. Check those games out. But yeah, the Rayman 2 and what was the other one? Forsaken, I believe. Forsaken 64.
Forsaken 64,
yep.
Smash 64.
Yep, Smash 64. Glover and Donkey Kong 64. Yeah, we're all on that listing. And so far, it's 2 for 5. And so there's a pretty good shot that Smash 64, Donkey Kong 64, and that third one that I keep forgetting. What's the third one? They're coming, though. They're coming. Those games are coming.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Smash 64 with all the sounds really cool.
I'm gonna be so honest. I would rather leave Pluribus for a discussion talk.
Really? I just kind of without getting into spoilers though. I actually genuinely want to know overall general thoughts, how you're feeling about it. Even it could be like a 2-minute conversation, but I just kind of want to know what all of you who are watching are feeling about it because I've been enjoying it. I just specifically thought the last one was way too slow.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Okay. I would say that in the beginning, I thought the show was moving sluggishly. My impression of the show for the first couple episodes were a little on the fence. But I feel like it's picked up tremendously, especially after the last episode.
I thought the last episode was one of the best ones.
What?
Yeah.
In Paraguay?
Yes. Paraguay stuff.
You thought that was one of the speediest ones?
I didn't
There's moments that I thought were good.
I wouldn't say necessarily speediest, but it's if there's an underlying message that Vince is trying to convey to the audience, I felt like through the character who was the main focus, he 100% is pushing that message, that motif, whatever. I feel like he's getting closer to the point of like the entire show. Like
right. Well,
I
when
thought
that
that was
character
the
gets
point
to
of
where
the
they're gonna
episode.
go, yeah. When that character gets to go into where they want to go, and meets the other character, I think things are gonna really like fireworks are gonna go off. But I think until then, I mean, I thought the beginning couple episodes were actually a really good introduction to it because I can't remember. Did you guys watch it in Japan the first episode?
No, I don't think so. I think
We did
we had
not.
already coming back, and everybody was sick, and we did it in
Right,
call
half
with
of you were
Zeph.
out.
Yeah, I remember it. It was me, Mike, Zeph, and we were in call, and we just watched the first episode.
I see.
Because I don't think the second episode we couldn't watch it. No, I don't think so. Yeah. So that's when we first got on it. So it was post Japan. Yeah. You watched it in Japan? When did you start watching it?
I didn't know. We watched it right when we got back because I just remember because you guys were saying the first episode came out when we were there, and I was like, "Oh,
because we were recording the podcast,
right."
And I was looking at Twitter, and I looked at Dan because I saw that the main account said that the first episode's available now. So I just brought it up. I was like, the first.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Then
and we were planning on watching it, but we just never did.
So then, wait. So Coast.
We were.
Oh no, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
We were gonna watch after karaoke, but then we ended up staying there like way
That's
later
what it was.
than we thought.
That's what it was. Yeah. But you guys, okay, so Mike and Ricky are definitely enjoying it then, and you guys thought it picked up at the last one. Coast, how are you feeling?
I mean, I thought the first episode was really well done, and then the next two after that followed were, I think, the very low lights of the show for me. I was telling Mike, like, I just felt like it was, how do I explain it? I was watching it out of necessity and not out of enjoyment for those two follow-up episodes. But every episode afterward has been really well done. Like, I've been very excited to watch and wait for what's coming next in the next episode. Like, last Friday's episode was my favorite so far. I loved that episode. It was so well done.
Wow, dang. I might be
I honestly, I'm just very confused of how people are interpreting this show. Because it is nuanced in the messages that Gilligan is portraying, and I feel like a lot of people, the takes I see it so far online are people who have TikTok brain and just can't sit down and watch a show.
Yeah. That wasn't really how I felt after this last one though. I just felt the last one was significantly slower, not in terms of like reveals. I just felt like the actual pace of the episode, like you guys said, the first one and the first couple felt sluggish to me. I didn't feel that at all, actually, with the first few.
I think not.
Yeah, I felt like the first.
I have not felt the show was sluggish at any point.
Literally, the only one that I felt sluggish about was the one that just happened, and I think it's only because of the character we were focusing on versus. I like the main character. Again, we will talk more about this like in a spoiler cast, I think, once the season's done, because there are a lot of things I want to discuss. And I love like the main cast. Do you know how many episodes are coming out?
Like 9 or something. I think we only have 2 more. So like 9 total.
There's 2 more.
Maybe like right when we
2 more or 3 more.
It ends on Christmas.
Oh, it ends on Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, so I know how this is going to happen. I know.
I feel like
season 2 got greenlit, right?
Too, then. Yeah, season 2 already got greenlit.
Vince says he has story written to like season 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really?
Nice. Yeah. Very nice.
He's got that much in the tank? That's kind of wild.
Well, the concept behind the show is really good. I feel like you could do so many different things with that. So.
Yeah. I'm more shocked that you like the main character.
I do. Roger. I actually really like. I like her because I would never do anything she's doing, which is why I like her. There's literally Reagan said the same thing because we were watching it. And it's like she consistently makes very, very, very poor choices. But watching her make the poor choices, makes me like. Entertained by the show because I know I wouldn't go about it the same way. I know there's like loopholes around the system that I would do that she's not doing. And I sit here watching the show again without getting into it. We'll talk about it in the spoiler cast, but like there's things that she does where I'm like, yeah, but if you would have just maybe pretended to be nice, Like even if you went about things a different way, if you would have just kind of pretended a little bit,
up, bro. This is the
I'm like, if you would just maybe just hide your feelings slightly, you would get way more done.
Mike, did I not voice a frustration similar to what
the whole time?
I was not bitching the entire time, bro. I was not I was not bitching the entire time. But I was saying that
one of those stops, one of those times he asked me to pause. It was during the airplane. You know, the whole like airplane meeting.
Sure.
He paused just to be like complain about the main character.
I know exactly what you're thinking. See, the problem is Ricky would be like the guy from the like the party animal guy. What's his name?
I forgot it now, but we know who we're talking about. The problem is
right? I feel like you would actually be him. I think like unironically in that situation, that world, bro, that would be Ricky.
Why would I don't understand why you wouldn't give into the situation when I mean you're not necessarily changing it anytime soon, and I'm not gonna get into the
that's literally the dilemma of the show.
Yeah, right. Of course.
Yeah. It's an interesting show though, and I did have my gripes with the main character. It's funny that you like her, and I'm slowly warming up. That's what I'll say.
Right on. Well, speaking of slowly warming up to stuff, can we transition a little bit? Talking about no, hold on. I'm going somewhere with this. I was gonna say, speaking of slow warming up to stuff, can we talk a little bit about Metroid Prime 4 Beyond? Because I have been playing a lot of Metroid.
I'm out.
Whoa! Why? What do you mean you're out?
I didn't play this fucking game. I don't care. You guys can talk about it. That's all.
You're not gonna play it?
No, I've never played a Metroid Prime before. I don't really have any interest to.
You have to play the first one at the very.
No, I
don't. I'll buy it for you. If I buy it for you, will you play it? Don't say that on the show ever again. Don't you ever say that ever to me again on the show.
I can play it on NSO for free.
There we go. Thank you very much.
Okay, there we go.
But no, no amount of money would like. I don't have like any greater interest to play the Prime games.
See, I thought you played it. When we were having that Blue Sky conversation, I had thought that you played this.
No, I was just like, I've seen the feedback the game has gotten, and I was very curious to hear what you would think of the game, because I've seen it's very mixed.
It is.
Are you and me the only people who played it?
Oh no, you're playing it too?
I like, I'm
Ricky's playing a game? What?
Wait, what area are you at currently? Without giving spoilers.
I just finished beating the first boss. That took me about like 5-6 hours or something. So I beat the first boss.
It took you. What are you?
That boss was hard. That boss was crazy.
Not the one with the shields, Ricky.
Yeah, the one with the shields, because it'd be blocking. So okay, I don't want to get into this.
Oh my god!
It'd be blocking it blocks the weak spots. So you have to when you shoot.
Oh my god, Ricky!
Hold on a second. This is nuts.
Ricky definitely didn't play the game if he can't even talk about it.
Ricky went to the Nintendo Switch experience. He didn't actually get it.
He didn't actually play it.
Okay. You only get 20. You only get like 20 minutes with the game before it resets you.
No, you're not. You're not wrong. I mean, you're not wrong. He is correct. I believe you. But you do have about 20 minutes before it resets you. You are correct.
Yeah. So that's probably why it was tough for me to get through it. But yeah, the first boss, I would say this, just to get this out of the way. Visually, I think it looks good. I think it's obvious that, maybe it was made for the Switch 1 over Switch 2. But the controls, beautiful. My initial impressions are that it feels like a good successor to Metroid in general. Like a good successor to Metroid.
Yeah. Okay, so because you struggled on the first boss with the shields, because I'm assuming you just didn't understand free aiming. I've beaten it, so I feel like I could talk about it. The whole game, I've beaten it. Yep.
Or the first
I
one.
didn't.
Okay,
I
cool.
didn't. I didn't 100% the game because my first run, I usually just like to play naturally, and then because Metroid games, they're replayable. I know, like when I play a Metroid game, I'm gonna play it multiple times over the course of like my life, right? I'm gonna play on a hard because the thing is that you can't play hard mode when you first start the game. It doesn't give you the option. It gives you
only
like
normal
casual mode and normal, right? And then you have to beat the game on normal to unlock hard mode. And hard mode kind of feels like what I'm used to when I play the old Metroid games. So I like it. Like I like the fact that it doesn't give you all the ammunition. Like every time that you go back to a save station, it just like heals your energy. I like that kind of thing.
More survival based.
Right. It's like more survival based, right? And so I played through the whole whole game on normal mode, got through it. I beat it in 10 hours. So it was like a pretty sizable run. It wasn't like I saw some people beat it in like 8 or 9 or something. And I'm like, I don't know how you're able to do that and have like 100%. Because I beat it at 10 and I think I had like 80% of the scan book and maybe like 70% of the items, like max.
Wow.
But I had, yeah. And I did actually have a lot of fun with it. I think the opening of the game I liked. I wasn't really struggling with that because I streamed the whole opening of the game. Pretty much the first like 3 hours or so I streamed. Okay. And then once I got to the second area, which for those of you that played it is like the Vault Forge area, it was starting to lose me a little bit because you get introduced to like another NPC character, and I didn't really like the motorcycle at first. I didn't like the desert area at first. I'm like, the world feels very disconnected in a way that Metroid Prime games usually don't. You normally, like in a Metroid Prime game, if you're in Fendrana Drifts and you open up a gate to like get you down to Magmore Caverns, and then you take a shortcut and it takes you to like Chozo Ruins, everything feels like interconnected. Whereas in this one, the environments are cool. Like each of the individual environments are really neat, but they all feel so disconnected. And like the only way to get back to like the Fury Green area is you have to take the cannon, or the only way to like get back to the flame pool area is you have to like drive your motorcycle over and then do like the charge gate to go up to it. Or like, there's just a lot of things that you have to do to get places in this that feels like, I honestly don't even know what they were thinking, to be honest, because it doesn't feel like what you would expect from a Metroid game. Like when you're going through the desert area, I understand why they made it expansive. And I actually did like collecting the little green crystals, which I know people are complaining about because you need a bunch of them before the ending. I actually don't mind that at all because I was collecting them a bunch throughout the playthrough, and you find them pretty frequently, like in little shrines and things around the area. So that was cool. But I feel like there's like beyond literally 6 shrines, there's like 6 of them. There's like nothing else to do in the overworld. There's 6 shrines and then like 1 boss, basically. And you compare that to like all the other open world Nintendo games, you think of like a Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild type thing, when you're in these big expansive open worlds and there's literally like hundreds of these shrines. It feels less than in a way that I wouldn't expect from a Metroid. But when I'm in like the actual environments, when I'm in like, the ice belt or the flare pool or whatever, like I loved all of that. And I thought without saying the final boss, I will say the final boss sequence was awesome. It's a 3-tiered final boss sequence, and it's really, really good. But what I will also say is I feel like Silux, who they're marketing as like, oh, look at this cool new villain for the Metroid franchise. Silux does nothing this whole game. Silux is like barely in this game at all. So I don't care about this character whatsoever. I don't know like what they're trying to do with this character. You get glimpses of like this character's past and that they hate Samus, but you don't really like know why, and it's never really explained. And I'm just kind of like, I don't know what they were thinking there. It seemed a little half-baked. Silux is kind of like nothing.
He's not even like, this is a weird comparison. He's not even like a Girahim.
No.
At the end of this?
No, not even close. No.
Wow.
No. Girahim, at least you're like, Girahim's like making fun of you at the end of the temples in Skyward Sword, and like you have a couple boss battles with him. There's like, without spoiling stuff, you interact with quote unquote Silux a couple times in the game, but you only fight him once. The whole game, you only fight him once. So you're like, well, okay, it's just strange how they ended up. And then when you fight him, it's weird. Again, without like spoiling it, if you know Silux as a character from Hunters, and from the other Metroid games, you would expect that fight would go a certain way. So
Mhm.
when it doesn't, you're like, like, what are we even doing here? It's very strange. Yeah. But
that's weird. Because
with
he's
that,
in the intro. He's like his
yeah,
name
I mean, they
pops up
make him
in the
see
intro.
he's like the main antagonist, right? Exactly, right.
Okay, whatever.
It's very strange. Yeah. But like beyond that, I actually really enjoyed myself. I know it sounds like I was complaining a lot, but I think it's because in terms of a Metroid game, the stuff that's kind of mid stands out to me because it doesn't live up to like the pedigree of the other Prime games. But I think this is pretty equivalent to like how I felt about Echoes, because Echoes, which is like the light dark world one that's on GameCube, that game also does like a lot of weird stuff that I don't particularly love, that like makes you go back to the other worlds and you have to, it's just like not particularly fun in certain areas. But the highs of Echoes are really good. And I feel like I could say the same thing about Beyond, where I feel like the highs are also really good at Beyond. Whereas I feel like with Corruption, the one that was on Wii, the third game, I feel like now having beaten 4, I think Corruption is actually the weakest one. I think the Wii one is the weakest one. Yeah. I think this is a better game than Corruption is. Because I think the people were complaining about like the NPC characters and like the voice dialogue. And I do kind of feel like the way that they treat Samus is a little weird, because Samus is the only character that doesn't talk. Everybody else talks in this game. And Samus is not Link. Like Samus talks in Metroid games. Like Samus has conversations with people. There's a huge moment in Metroid Dread that you guys remember.
She talks to the
right.
what's
the
his
Chozo.
name? The
right. So
guy.
It's like, so it's not like Samus is a mute character like Link. Like Samus talks. So it feels weird when there's characters having whole on conversations with Samus in this one, and she literally says nothing or like just gives a thumbs up or something. And you're like, you're not going to say anything? You're not going to acknowledge any of what this person just said.
But I do get that argument that she does talk, but she is semi-silent protagonist.
It's only because most of the time she's dealing with aliens. Yeah, it's like most of the time she's dealing with aliens, isolated alone, so no one to talk to.
Oh, so now that she has like the Federation NPCs, there is an excuse for her to be chatting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they talk a lot. Yeah.
Are the fears unfounded that like they ruin the atmosphere and the vibe of a Metroid game, where like they're just too present?
Yes, thankfully, I think it is a little unfounded, which is good, because that was like a huge concern of mine when I was playing the first time. I was like, man, I don't know what's going on with this. I don't think I'm going to like this Miles McKenzie. I don't think I'm going to like these other Federation characters. This just feels weird. But I feel like they only show up in very specific instances. You kind of know, like, once you get into the rhythm of the game and you start meeting them, you kind of understand like when they're going to show up. And then by the time they all like are interacting with each other, it feels kind of earned. And it's a fun kind of like different vibe for a Metroid game. Yeah. But I didn't hate them, actually. Some of the dialogue is a little cringy, but like it's nothing worse than something you'd find in like a Marvel movie or something. It's not like there's one moment in particular where there's a character you meet who's like literally fangirling over Samus. And in the very next sequence, and I promise you this is not a spoiler, in the very next sequence, you have to go into like your morph ball form to solve this puzzle. And you're boost balling around this engine. And she's like, look, Sarge, she's going morph ball. And it stands out as like, what the heck? but for the character, like, I'm making it sound worse than what it is, because for that character, it kind of like makes sense that character is acting like this, because the character is literally like a fangirl for Samus. So it didn't bother me that much. It was certain. There's not a single moment in this ever
where you thought it was too quiet,
where it was like the baby from Other M. There's nothing that's like on the level of the baby or like, remember me? Like there's none of that, which is good.
I guess another question is, for as long as this game has been cooking, do you think that it lived up to the expectations that were set?
No.
Damn.
No, I don't. I think it's good. I think it's, like I said, I think it's like an 8.5 or a 9, like, which I know sounds weird considering how much I've been dogging on it. But to be fair, this is kind of how I felt about Xenoblade 3 too, the first time. It's like there's good things in the game, but it doesn't feel like it lives up to the pedigree fully. Obviously, Xenoblade 3 does by the end of everything, right? Once you get like through Future Redeemed and stuff, it totally does. But I feel like the base game of 3, how I felt at the end of that is kind of how I feel with this one, where it's not that it's a bad game. It's actually a really good game. But I think my expectations of what a game in the Prime series could be, especially for how long it was in development, I think I had just like slightly higher expectations.
Okay, this is also going to be a divergent question.
Let's hear it.
Would you play this again, or would you play Dread again?
Oh, I mean, but I've played Dread multiple times. I will play this again for sure. I even said that, I think, in my quick little tweet review. I was like, I would totally play this again because I'm playing on hard mode literally right now. I started like a new save file immediately, carried over my stuff, and did hard mode, and I'm having a good time. I'm already like halfway through again.
Okay, so
because then you know the solutions of the yeah, absolutely, it's fun. But I think Dread is a significantly better game. Like Dread to me is like a 9.5 or 10 out of 10.
Now that's
that
a
game
Metroid
is like
game I play.
that's a
Dread might be a
good
10,
game.
bro. Dread, you might have to just say it with your chest. Dread might be a 10.
It
bro.
might be a 10 actually. Because
This
I
is
think
kinda
we've
what I-
all
what I
played
was-
Dread in this call.
Well,
Wait,
okay,
what did you
so
say?
This is where I was going to
somebody's dissenting.
No, I'm not dissenting. I'm saying this.
Okay.
This is what I was kind of going to bring up or ask because I am a Metroid tourist.
Okay.
The only Metroid game I have played to any degree that would count as playing it would be Metroid Prime Hunters, which doesn't count.
Yeah,
Which
it
doesn't
dreadful.
count.
I'm sorry for you.
But as
Yeah,
someone who is on the outskirts and has seen a number of people who love Metroid as a series, people who love the Prime series, I'm like looking at it from, the bird's eye view from the bleachers, and I'm just like, should Metroid be a 3D game? Like, is the Prime series worth it? I guess like I'm not trying to start a fight,
No,
but
no.
like I feel like as someone who is always looking, it's like this is a game that has tried to go 3D, and since going 3D has also tried doing 2D again, and has always succeeded phenomenally back in 2D. And 3D is always just kind of like, it's okay. It's good. I'd play it. It's not terrible. But like I see the reactions to Prime 4 and I see the reactions to Dread. I'm just like, I feel like Metroid should just be a 2D game.
To be fair,
is he wrong?
I think he's
right. Almost.
I actually think you're right because I feel like after this, we have to like maybe sit on it for another month or so. I'm so curious what sales are going to be like for Prime 4 Beyond because they're not great in Japan so far. And I don't think it's like lighting sales charts on fire here, despite the fact that it's on Switch 1 and Switch 2. But again, I could be wrong. And because of like, not the backlash necessarily, but because it does feel like a totally different type of game in some sequences for Prime 4 than it did from like Prime 1, I'm almost wondering, like, I think that's a legitimate question. Is it worth it to continue the Prime sub-franchise? Because right now, and I'm just keeping it a buck, and I'm a Nintendrone, I feel like Retro maybe has lost a little bit of like an understanding of like what makes a Prime game with this one. Like I think they went a little too adventure and a little like less Metroid, which is weird, right? Like the standards of like exploration and atmosphere and like what make a Metroid game good. I think they kind of tried to make like an interesting action adventure, which is fine, but doesn't really translate to like what makes Metroid special. This is like a fun action adventure game starring a Metroid character, then it feels like Prime. It's got some aspects of Prime in there, obviously, but I feel like Prime 1 nailed it. So I do think there's a way to do it, but I honestly don't know if Retro is maybe the company to continue doing it, if that's the case. You know what I mean?
I mean, with how long this took and the fact that I like, do we know for sure that it got rebooted like at least once, if not twice?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it got fully rebooted and then Retro started development.
So like, it kind of shows that multiple devs are struggling to figure out how to do this and make this work. So
yeah,
it's like, should we be trying to make it work, or should we?
I mean, we know for a fact through Mercury Steam that did Samus Returns and that did Dread that they know how to do Metroid. Like they know how to make a good Metroid game. So at this point, I'm like, if they look at the sales charts and they see Dread did really, really well, and Prime maybe didn't light it on fire, I absolutely see a world in which they're like, we're going to continue this with Metroid, like 2D, like Metroid Mercury Steam Metroid is the future of the franchise. In the same way that, like, because of how well Breath of the Wild did, that now, like, Nintendo wants to make more open world Zelda games, and they're kind of moving away from the 3D, like, traditional dungeon formula, where they still have, like, 2D Zelda games. They had, like, Echoes of Wisdom and stuff, or they did the remake of Link's Awakening, and I'm sure they'll end up making a remake of, Ocarina or Twilight Princess or whatever one day. But I think the future of that franchise is, like, in open world, and I think the future of the Metroid franchise, like you just said, after Dread was so successful and, like, was so critically acclaimed, is probably in 2D Metroid. Yeah. Which I have no problem with, because I love 2D Metroid, so that's fine.
I
also feel like Prime. Oh, go ahead.
So, do you think that maybe if they go back to more focusing like they did, like you're saying, it doesn't feel like Prime 1? What if, like, Prime 5, if it happens, goes back and focuses on that? Because I hear a lot of people don't like you said, the desert, and try to make it open world because everything's open world nowadays. What if they just completely refocus it and give it, like, one more try in 3D?
I'm cool with that. I mean, obviously I would want that, but I think the problem lies with, like, the interconnect. It's one thing to be like, we're going to make this really cool interconnected world and we're going to design all these really neat levels, right? But putting those two things together, I think, is a much more difficult task than a lot of people are assuming. You know what I mean? Like, to have one giant map that's fully interconnected, as opposed to, like, having basically this hub desert in the middle that you have to drive to everything for, and, like, you have to have a cutscene to load to each of the separate environments. Like, again, individually, the flare pool, the ice belt, all these areas were very cool. Like, and exploring them felt good. Like, they felt lived in. There was good lore there. But it didn't feel interconnected. It felt like a bunch of really well thought out, separated levels. And I genuinely don't know if they have, like, the design staff that's capable of basically taking those interconnected levels and truly connecting them together.
Merging and proper transition.
Yeah. And again, they did it. And they did it with Prime 1. But again, you got to remember, like, the majority of the staff that worked on Prime 1 is not at Retro anymore. It has been longer than 20 years. Most of them have gone off and done other things. And to be frank, like, the people that work at Retro now, currently, a lot of those people are used to, like, making Donkey Kong games. Like, I'm sure a lot of people that worked on Beyond probably worked on Donkey Kong Country Returns and, like, Tropical Freeze. And that's what they're used to in terms of, like, level design, which then maybe raises the question, well, if they're used to making 2D level design, maybe let Retro have a crack at 2D Metroid then, and pit them against Mercury Steam and see which one does it better.
Okay, so here's my next question.
Okay. No, you go.
Has anyone made a good 3D Metroidvania? Like 9 out of 10 3D Metroidvania?
There's, like, a little indie one called Pseudoregalia that I really love and a lot of people really love.
What's it called?
Pseudoregalia.
Is that you're a mouse or something, or a rat or something?
You're like a goat.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Interesting. Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching you play it, and you, like, that gameplay, like, influenced me into maybe trying it out. I never got to it, but I was very close to.
Okay. Has anyone else? Can we name 2? Can we name 3?
No, I think it's literally just the original Prime 1.
Dark Souls 1 a Metroidvania?
Kind of. I mean, a little. But actually, like, a little.
This is one of the things that's like, can you do this, like, game format in 3D? Like, it feels like it's very hard to pull off. Because I'm thinking about the genre as someone who's, like, the only game I've played in the genre that, or close to the genre, I don't even know if it counts. I think it counts, is Silksong. And I didn't play Hollow Knight. I haven't played a Castlevania. I haven't played a Metroid. Don't come for me. But, like, just thinking about the format from my experience and from what I have observed, seeing like randomizers of Metroid and stuff, like the whole idea of a maze where you have to, like, backtrack and, like, remember where stuff is, like, that is already really hard, both as a player and as a developer, to do that in 2 dimensions.
I actually, the chat brought up a very, very good example of a 3D Metroidvania game, and that's the Batman Arkham games.
Okay.
Arkham Asylum is like 100%.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Or like Arkham City as well, too. Like where you're going through the different environments and like you are unlocking different parts about the city, and you've got
City
like,
City is definitely
trophies.
a better example because Asylum is you're just confined in the limits of the prison, but City for sure, if you're going 100% that, you're backtracking and doing a bunch of puzzles nonstop.
That's a really good point. I did not think of those games as being that, but they totally are. Yeah.
So then would a Metroid game have to be 3D third person?
I think it's worth trying. And in fact, honestly, like there's a lot of third person stuff in this one because of the motorcycle, right? Like where you're going through the desert and you're doing things. If they, I mean, this would be interesting. I don't think they would, because again, that's been like the main criticism of this game. It would be interesting if they doubled down and they were like, we're just going to do a third person Metroid Prime with like a couple segments that are first person, which could be neat. I mean, I think like
interesting. Yeah.
Other M kind of tried that a little bit, where remember you had to like, you had the Wii remote on its side for when you were playing like and exploring. And then when you were actually doing first person battles, you had to like aim the Wii remote at the screen. They might have like kind of been onto something there, where if the majority of the game you're actually in third person, but then you swap to first person for the occasional boss fight or something, that's actually not a horrible idea. And I do think realistically, this team with how they design levels could maybe cook at that. Maybe that's what this team should experiment with if they're given another chance. Because I do think, like, without spoiling anything, the way this game ends absolutely sets up Prime 5. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, they have ideas for where they're going with this. Because the story kind of ends on a cliffhanger in a weird way.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know what else ended on a cliffhanger?
Pokemon?
No, bro. Sonic Chronicles.
Sonic Crossroads.
Sonic Chronicles. Chronicles.
Oh, Chronicles. I was like, Crossroads.
My bad.
I was about to have a stroke for a second. I was like, how did Sonic Crossroads
Sonic
have a
Chronicles.
cliffhanger ending? Yeah, Sonic Chronicles did actually have a cliffhanger ending. Right?
Yes. And not only have a cliffhanger ending, the people at BioWare already had scripts for the second game basically done, and we're prepping the third one. And then, nope, never happened.
It's probably never going to happen now, because isn't BioWare owned by Microsoft?
No, EA.
No.
Oh, it's owned by EA.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And that BioWare is BioWare is kind of a dead studio at this point, unfortunately.
I was like, that's almost kind of worse, which is crazy.
Yeah, it was both that and he who shall not be named. His lawsuit also didn't help, since he believes he owns every single echidna that ever exists.
Speaking of owning everything that ever existed, let's talk a little bit about this Netflix and Warner Brothers acquisition, shall we? I feel like there's a lot of stuff to dive into there. I am just curious overall. I'm going to throw this out there first. How do you all feel about this? What is the general overall thoughts?
That Netflix is trying to buy Warner Brothers, though now Paramount's trying to do a hostile takeover to buy it, but the deal right now is that Netflix
regardless of the outcome, it's dog shit. I don't know how else you want me to say it.
Why would it be dog shit?
Because it's a big company buying out smaller companies.
Okay, so that just creates a monopoly and you consolidate content. Okay, that's just antitrust. That's fine.
We've seen we're in the live view of the result of that in the games industry right now.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still much happier that Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard. I won't even lie to you. Now, has it been amazing? No, they definitely doubled the price of Game Pass and haven't done much. But honestly, as a Blizzard fan, I need Bodycon going. I needed him going. So I'll take it.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I think I'm actually kind of on your side a little bit, McDerrick, with this one in particular, but only in the situation in which it's actually Netflix that buys them and not Paramount. And the only reason why is because Netflix notoriously for years has been like, we do not see the value in movie theaters. And Warner Brothers as a company is the most like movie theater cinema first company that I could think of within like the movie industry. They like historically take risks on stuff. There was a reason like Christopher Nolan worked with them almost exclusively for like years. And then eventually when they left, they had that whole, the hissy fit. And then he went over to whoever it was that like made Oppenheimer. I think it was Universal, and then like Warner Brothers notoriously then were like, "Yo, what's going on, Aru? Welcome."
Hello, sorry I'm late. Hi.
How was your birthday?
By the way, happy
happy
belated
birthday.
birthday.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. It was really good. I had a great
Aru was gonna
birthday.
have the lowest attendance. Come on, let's be real.
That's actually
Yeah,
crazy
come
because we have
on.
Aru and Ricky and Warchamp.
This is
today,
this is
and
this
no
is
Shofu.
this isn't
This
even the
is
first
insane.
time this has happened. Aru has showed up on her own volition multiple times.
They just don't see the vision. It's because I'm a woman and Muslim.
Alright, I
Yeah,
didn't say
that's
all
usually
that.
the problem. We're gonna get him, Aru. Don't worry, we're gonna get him.
That's right.
Blow them up.
Did you say blow him up? Is it just say in Minecraft? You mean in Minecraft? Let's clarify.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Of
All right,
course.
so you're coming in. You're coming in the middle of the discussion we're having right now about the Netflix Warner Brothers Paramount acquisition.
Oh
Have you
yeah,
been
it's
following any
awful.
of this? I know, obviously you've been.
It's
you've been
so
moving
bad.
right
It's
now.
so bad.
So how do you feel about it?
I think it's terrible.
Also, what is that noise going on?
That was a fucking creeper about to blow up, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, what
sorry,
the-
my house, my new house is like very echoey.
That's
No,
good.
that
You
was
gotta fill it up.
legitimately
really was
someone
creepy.
playing the sound.
The creeper explosion sound. I didn't
You're
hear
on
it.
your phone, right, Aru?
Yeah, I'm on my phone. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like your phone just moved. We could hear it moving.
That's literally
Oh,
what I
what
thought
the
too. I
hell?
didn't- That literally.
No,
that.
someone's
No, hold on.
playing it.
No,
Someone's
someone's
playing
literally
it.
playing it. Who is that?
Okay, someone actually played it that time. For sure someone played it that time. Okay.
But I do think it's scary that we're just at this point monopolizing everything, especially because it's like Netflix is going to acquire a bunch of stuff and then it's like they're acquiring stuff just to ruin it or not continue it. Like, I never trust Netflix with anything, ever.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I was mentioning right before you got in here was that like Warner Brothers as a company has historically always been like very pro movie theater, and Netflix has always been like, we don't see the value in it. And
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people concerned after this got announced where they were like, oh, this then means like if Netflix buys them that like all the Warner Brothers movies won't be in theaters and like this could cause the death of theaters and all this other stuff. And the take that I have on that in particular, which is probably not a popular one, but that I pretty much stand by, is, I don't know how many of you have like AMC passes. Does anybody else in call have like the AMC stubs thing?
You
where
are
can go
so fucking old. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Nobody else has one?
No, I was gonna
Oh,
say
man,
I'm pretty
bruh.
sure it's
Why
just
am I
you.
an unk for? Okay,
From the
well,
1950s.
I see a lot of movies. I
I'm
like
not.
seeing
I'm
money
not
and
gonna
seeing a
call
lot of
you an
movies.
unk, but I'm pretty sure the pass is just you.
Okay, well this is going to further prove my point then. Exactly. Which is that I feel like a lot of people don't go to movie theaters anymore, right? And I've seen people complaining that like, okay, if they do this, a lot of Warner Brothers movies won't be in theaters for very long, and they're just going to come to streaming almost right away, and then it's going to be this huge problem, and then people aren't going to go to movie theaters anymore. And I don't think that is the problem of Netflix or Warner Brothers that like people don't want to go to movie theaters. I think if that's the case, the movie theaters should make a reason for you to want to go. Like the reason I go to my AMC is because I got the stubs thing, because it's a good deal. If I'm going to go see a bunch of movies, I could literally just walk across the street, show up with my little pass and be like, I'm going to go see a movie today. I get my little discount on my popcorn. It's great. But if I didn't live close to like an AMC and there weren't good bonuses, I would want to watch everything on streaming. And I think this acquisition, if this means that like the big DC movies or like the next major like Warner Brothers IP or whatever, the new Barbie, I don't know, like whatever their IPs are, right? That would then mean these movies would be on streaming almost right away. And the only negative to that in particular would then be that like the prices for Netflix would probably go up, right? In fact, they will definitely go up.
It already is.
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
It's definitely. But the other side of this is most, and I don't know if this is the case in Canada, but at least in North America, most of us can vouch. Almost all of the phone companies have deals where when you use their phone, you get Netflix for free. Like you get at least one account on Netflix for free.
Yeah, you can like pick out of a set. And
Right.
Normally Netflix is one of the options.
So if HBO Max
Where are you
essentially,
laughing
Wait,
because he said, he said, I don't know if it's in Canada, but it's for sure North America, bro. Canada's in North America.
Wait, I said no. You're right.
No,
I
Canada
meant
really
the
doesn't
U.S.
count.
I meant the U.S.
Fidel's over there. I don't know.
Fidel doesn't count. That's right. Exactly. right.
I don't know. Yeah.
But what?
Okay.
No. What I was basically saying though is that right. You would then have the benefit of having all these movies that you would have to go to a theater to go see. You can now watch in the privacy of your own home with the subscription you're already paying for. And if that subscription goes up, I'm sure there are some people who are like, well, this sucks because now my thing's going up and I have no interest in like HBO or the Warner Brothers catalog, right? But Warner Brothers and HBO, if there was any other streaming service, because I literally only have two, which is Netflix and HBO, and then Apple because of like my iPad thing. But like literally those are the only two. The two that I watch and pay for, becoming one app is probably a good thing in the long run, so long as it's not the price that I'm paying currently for both HBO and Netflix combined. I'm assuming it will be at least, it'll be more expensive on the Netflix end that they'll have the catalog, right? But it probably won't be what I am paying for all of HBO and what I am paying for Netflix right now.
How much is Netflix right now? How much is Netflix right now?
We should look this up because I don't know. Netflix currently subscription prices. Let's see.
While you're looking,
I don't think they'd be shy about $30.
The other like angle that I'm kind of impartial to this because if I really want to watch something, I'll watch it wherever it is. Yeah. But the other side is that like Cartoon Network has been getting basically phased out by Warner Bros. Discovery. And if Netflix now owns all of Cartoon Network, there's a chance they could just put up those shows instead of just like right now. There's like 2 Cartoon Network shows
exactly to bolster
HBO
their catalog.
Max.
Exactly. Also, what's up, Shofu? Welcome. We're getting everybody on here. This is great.
Where was everybody?
Hey, listen, man. I'm live on Twitch.tv, but I'm not live with Japan time. I'm just letting you.
You're playing Pokemon right now. That's fine.
Joe
Hey, what's good, my brother Ricky?
How are you?
Oh, my God.
Hi, Shofu.
Alright, what's popping?
You missed it. Ricky was talking hellish shit about you in Japan, and I said, "Stop it! Stop it!"
See,
really bad.
See, that's a funny joke because what I know that you don't know is that Ricky Cocaine would never do such a thing.
Not in my. If you've seen
Damn,
the size
Shofu,
of
you don't need to
Shofu's
do
hand,
tricks on it just because that's your homie, man.
Listen, hold on. I need to clarify something immediately.
This is great. I thought you two were like ride or dies. I can't believe just because your birthday is fun, you just throwing Ricky under the bus like this.
That is crazy. I did think you and Ricky are homies.
I need to throw him to the wolves and see if he survives, so I know he's worthy to stand by my side. Ain't that right, Ricky? Dab me up. Dab me up.
Listen, there's only 2 people, and I'm gonna make this clear. There's only 2 people on this podcast, Shofu and Aru, whose ass I can't kick. Those are the only 2. Everybody else,
one of my
hell yeah.
But it's only
hell
those 2.
Yeah.
You can't kick my ass.
Why are you saying that? Like, what cat will slap the shit out of you?
I was gonna say.
I said.
I didn't have to say a word.
I can't kick Aru's ass. That's true. Oh, maybe Verum is immune and Mike is immune just because they're separate. But everybody else, you guys can get it. Especially
exactly. I'll back you up, Ricky. I'll back you up.
Ricky, who's the only reason you didn't end up homeless in Japan?
How much did you end up paying me for that broken cello, Ricky? You want to once again tell people how much you ended up paying me?
Do you know that I planted?
Who was the third Fire Emblem?
Do you know
character?
that
Who was the third Fire Emblem character that got added to Smash Brothers, Ricky? We had Marth, we had Roy. Who was the third?
Moment, if you keep talking,
Ricky, who was the third? Who was the third Fire Emblem character? Don't make me do it.
Okay.
Who was the third?
Mutual
yeah, that's what I thought. There we go. That's what I'm saying.
Ricky, all I gotta
you
say,
guys
Ricky,
see how
is,
Roger is
you
financially
man.
holding a black man in the corner?
Yeah.
This is just ridiculous. We are
that's me.
entering
We
2026. We cannot be doing this, Roger.
We can really get into it on Twitter.com. We could do it, my brother.
Leave
Where's
that
my
black
where's
guy
my Secret Santa
alone.
again? Where's my Secret Santa again?
We need that soundbite, please. We need that sound.
Oh shit!
Seriously,
We need that soundbite for the
Ricky,
soundboard. That's crazy.
Zeph,
Damn. Well, speaking of, what the heck? Now Tito's here too. What the heck?
Ain't no
We're dragging
way.
everybody in now. This is fire.
So
Welcome.
everybody heard about the Fiji trip. I think that's
Clearly,
really what happened.
the Fiji trip brought everybody out of this episode.
What?
Tito's
Wait, there's a Fiji trip?
Because he don't fuck with y'all
That's
like that.
Wait, hold on,
There's
wait.
no way you didn't hear about the Fiji trip.
I swear I
literally
didn't.
said
Whoa,
that-
whoa,
they said
whoa,
that if
Shuffle,
you
why
make
you
this
blowing on my
episode,
spot, bro?
you
What the
can't
fuck?
go. But if you come on this episode, you're going to Fiji. There's no way that you didn't hear. Oh my god!
I mean,
Who's going to
actually,
Fiji?
Actually-
Everyone's wondering where you are.
If you go, well, actually, no, that's right. Correct. Ricky,
do you want to
that's
bring
right.
up the other news you have for everyone? No, not the clip. Since we have so many
Oh, you
people
getting-
here,
you get-
might as well talk about the
You get some of that
plans
water?
for panels.
Okay, well, you're asking me to do too much. Oh, I thought I was muted.
Oh, I was like, you're asking
would
me to do too
definitely-
much. Maybe asking me to be on a panel. You know?
That was
I'm
different
literally
Fidel,
no.
right?
Fidel's asking me to take over stream, and he says when you stream, I'm gonna go. So he says that I can't be on the podcast when he's on the podcast.
That's
Hi everyone.
crazy.
Wow!
I'm on Japan
That's a
time.
sick fuck.
Hey,
Where's
real quick?
Fidel,
No,
man?
hold
What are you
on. Real
doing?
He
quick.
was streaming.
That's crazy.
Vanilla, deduct the point for Fidel for the attendance.
Let's go.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I
don't know what it is, but
Yes, sir.
I heard the words deduct and Fidel, and I agree.
That's crazy.
I just
All
don't
right,
know why
Brett.
we don't kick him out.
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
That's your man.
He's technically kicked
Whoa.
out. I don't know why we
Don't
let him
offend me
show
like
up.
that.
The phrasing was crazy.
Yeah, okay, so I was told by my supervisors that he was fired and let go. He's been fired
And
multiple
he's
times. I don't know why. That's what I'm still saying. shows But up. why do we let him around, bro? He was on the fucking plane watching goddamn Lilo and Stitch.
Dude,
He admitted
what
he was
a
not good,
loser. What a loser.
What a fucking loser, dude.
Crazy.
Live
Wait,
action
okay.
Lilo and Stitch. As well.
Let's reel it back real quick because
What
I
were we
looked up-
talking about?
well, we're talking about keeping the black man down. Apparently, is what she
Yeah.
said
What?
earlier.
That's
So
fact.
what-
That's
what-
fact.
that's
No,
what Ari
I said leave the black guy alone. And I still agree with that.
Which one?
Yeah.
Zeph, Shofu, Ricky, Vera, Tito. Wait, Tito, are you black?
Tito black
Yeah.
as fuck.
Like how?
He black as hell.
You
He
say
black
that, but
every
Tito's very
Friday.
light skinned, so I was a little
He
confused.
black
Get
as
it.
fuck.
Bro,
Tito's definitely from
I'm like
Africa.
the front, not the beginning of Sinners, not the back half. When the white people show up, I'm the beginning of Sinners.
Nah,
And the movie's
Tito, you
That's
sweet as
crazy.
hell. You sweet as hell.
Oh, I
Yeah,
appreciate you, Brayden. What's up,
You
girl?
boy.
Hey, so what? So we talk about some bullshit about the Game Awards was bullshit. You already said that shit was
No,
bullshit.
we were
no,
talking
we
about
haven't- well, we're
Warner
getting there.
Bros.
Yeah,
We're talking about the
So
Warner Bros.
I just want to
Because
say
we
real
were-
fast, because
Yeah,
the
go
bit
ahead.
just moved on, but the fact she didn't name me is almost perfect for the bit too.
That is also
She named Zach before she named
Sure.
you. So
Shit,
What?
Gareth, you're right. Actually, I don't know why.
which
I
is
didn't name you.
insane. Which double insane because she's met Zeph.
That is
Yeah,
insane.
he was
What are you
black
talking
now,
about? Zeth's
now.
black as hell, bro.
Dude, he
just-
just
Yeah.
he just
I mean, she's confirming what she saw.
he just
100%.
did that Michael Jackson shit. That's all.
Derek,
That's
you
right.
got the latest job
Ricky,
here,
Ricky
right?
tall as hell, bro. On God.
I mean, I do.
On baby, on everything.
Hey, Ricky tall as
On
fuck.
baby, on baby.
Derek got the
Ricky
latest
really-
job here.
Ricky can really dunk on Shofu. On God, he could.
Nah,
I
Ricky
would
should
go
actually
that
watch his
far.
tone because I can slide
It's
something
actually-
with Gareth so fast.
Okay,
and it's
Yo,
like,
all right.
yo, stop.
No, I'm not a part of this. I'm not a part of this. I'm not a part of this. I'm not a part of this.
Right. Why am I being associated with a terrorist right now?
I'm not a part of this. I didn't say anything. I'm over here.
I pretty much said.
Wait,
happy
I'm not the
birthday to you
terrorist,
guys.
right? I
No,
just
no, you're good.
no,
You're
no,
good.
no,
You're
Oh,
good.
you're
You're
good.
good. You're a hunter. You're a hunter,
true.
not a
I am.
terrorist.
I am.
Coast is a terrorist in this moment right now.
How the
That's
fuck
facts.
am I
He's
a terrorist? Hello?
International
What do
terrorist.
you
I'm an
mean?
international.
The vibe
He
terrorist,
said, "How
some
am
may
I a
say.
terrorist right now?"
Exactly.
I'm an international gamer.
Literally
Have
said
y'all
happy
heard that?
Thanksgiving for
Have
both
y'all
of you.
heard that? Roger, have you heard that quote? The international
have.
gamer quote?
I haven't because I've just been fixated. There was a message in chat earlier that called me a diversity hire. And I've just been fixated.
That might be real shit.
That might be true.
Wait, hold on.
That might actually be true for the show.
That might be real shit. Wait, who said that? Who said the international gamer shit? Who was that? Was that
Modern?
Who was that?
Hold on, Fidel's calling me.
Shovu?
Okay.
Shovu's gone.
My favorite comment.
Bro.
My favorite comment will be forever from that person who was like, Virum's black? I thought he was British. That is like,
that is
that's
truly
insane.
crazy.
That
That is truly crazy, man.
Wait, Shovu, who said that? Who said that international gamer shit? Who was that?
That was I don't know, that Fortnite nigga. What's his name?
It was that Fort. Fuck.
Daquan?
Daquan. Yeah, it was Daquan. Roger. Daquan was like playing. He was like trying out Street Fighter. This is like a year and a half ago.
Okay.
When Street Fighter comes out, and he had like won a round. He said, and I quote, "Yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of nice, bro. I can play Street Fighter. I can play Fortnite. I can play Call of Duty. I'm an international gamer."
That is crazy. He said that unironically?
Yes.
That's
Oh
real
my
shit.
goodness gracious. That is a gun and ball gamer if I've ever seen one. That's insane. Fortnite?
Bro, no, but
when you
he's
list
saying
that as one of your main games.
No, but what he's saying is like he's playing multiple genres, but called himself international gamer.
That is crazy. That is 100% crazy. That is horrible. All right, something else that's horrible, real quick, because I want to bring this
Game
up.
Awards?
Because no, almost.
Chill out.
Very good.
Damn
very
it.
Good. Chill out. We're still on the thing. Just wait. We were talking about the subscription prices for Netflix and HBO. Netflix standard with ads is $8 currently. Standard ad-free is $18. And premium, which is ad-free with like the multi-screen thing, is $25 a month.
Okay.
HBO currently, with ads currently is $10 a month. Ad-free is $19 a month. And with ads is $23. So the assumption, if we are going to fold the two together, would be that ad-free premium for Netflix and HBO, if they were going to merge, could potentially be $50 a month, which would be insane if that's the case.
Wait, hold on. And the premium for both, was that the premium for both combined or just the one?
For both combined, yeah.
So could you repeat the premium prices again for both?
25 and 25.
You really think they're going to do 50?
No, that's my point. No. I don't think they're going to do 50. I think they're probably going to come to like 35 or 40.
35. I was going to say 35. Like 35.
Right, 35 maybe.
And they know they can charge 50. Yeah.
No, and standard ad-free, if it's 18 and what's the other one? Standard, so it's 18 and 22.
18,
standard
22.
would then be 40. And if that's the case,
it'd be 30.
They'll probably 30. Right, exactly. Which like 30 for Netflix and HBO, I would be fine with. That wouldn't be an issue. The problem is that by becoming a monopoly and owning it, they would have no competition and they could charge 50, which would be absurd. And people would riot.
People play for Paramount and Peacock.
But like the value for Paramount and Peacock, I think versus like the HBO
that's different.
And Netflix catalog is crazy. Like
I know for a fact that Peacock and Paramount specifically has they're more sporting. Like all UFC is going to be on Paramount now, and all WWE is on Peacock. So, like, except Netflix has Raw, but then I'm talking about the premium of it.
HBO has basketball as well. HBO has basketball because half the time I watch the NBA on HBO.
I'm just saying that's the reason why people buy those. Like I have Peacock so I can watch every WWE pay-per-view, and I have Paramount just because. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, that's also kind of what they're doing with Disney now. Because, see, that's the other thing, is that realistically, if this happens, it also is still kind of not a monopoly. Because Disney is ESPN, Hulu, and Disney. Hulu's already phasing quietly into Disney, and by early next year will fully be on Disney+. ESPN currently is an add-on for Disney+, but has its own service if you want to pay for it. And I think also Disney have National Geographic as like a separate thing too.
Yeah, I was going to say it's Discovery too. They have Discovery too.
And Discovery as well. So And Warner Brothers used to, wasn't it previously Warner Brothers Discovery? Wasn't that like a whole
I
thing?
think so. I think I
Right.
could be super wrong though.
So that the catalog realistically that Disney is going to have after the Hulu merger and Netflix and HBO are going to have after this merger is actually like pretty equivalent. And like you said, if you bring up the Paramount thing, those will basically be like the 3 big services. So right now it probably seems crazy if you're like, oh my God, I'm paying for all these services and then it's all going to go up in price. But realistically, if this stuff folds in and you get bundles and you're getting like the mobile phone companies like giving you free access to them with like your phone bill, I actually don't think that is going to be as big of a deal. And I think the other big thing that people are scared about with this, again, is like the death of the movie theater. But again, I don't think that is on Warner Brothers or on Netflix. I think that's on the movie theaters to make a better experience because AMC is not worried about going anywhere. Alamo Drafthouse isn't worried about going anywhere.
Almost fire.
Right. But I'm saying they provide a good service to get you to a movie theater. Like there, or you have like plenty of indie movie theaters that do very well that have like these, individual movie nights.
No, but you can't deny that their performances have been on the decline.
Of course. Oh no, they definitely have been. But I think they're doing things actively to bring people back in a way that I actually think is good for the industry. And like Warner Brothers movies only being in movie theaters for like 2 weeks, I realistically don't think is going to affect that much. And I think a perfect example of this is what you saw this year with K-Pop Demon Hunters, where K-Pop Demon Hunters came out first on Netflix, right? And it was this huge success and tons of people loved it and talked about it. But it was on Netflix first. It wasn't in movie theaters. It was on Netflix. And then because of Academy regulation to get nominated for Best Animated Feature, they were obligated to put it in theaters for a limited amount of time. And then guess what? It was #1 at the box office because everyone who already watched it for free and loved it on Netflix, well, not for free, I guess they paid for Netflix, but they watched it on Netflix, then went to a movie theater, bought a ticket again, and went to go see it again. So in actuality, if your movie is really good, you're going to make double cash off of that. And a lot of movies, if you're going to put like a rom-com in theaters nowadays, like starting it off in theaters, that is a huge risk, right? Like those type of movies, when they're exclusively in movie theaters first, just don't do as well. Whereas if you're a rom-com that blows up on Netflix, that everyone's talking about, that then goes to movie theaters and people already know it's good and people plan like their date nights and movie theaters do cool things around it, like that's actually a good thing for the industry because that's going to get more people back to a movie theater who probably you're just missing out on anyway.
Forgetting the one thing. All of those experiences cost money, and that's the major contributor why people aren't going to movies. The cost of experience is rising, and the cost of watching things at home digitally is not as much.
Then here's potentially your way to solve that. Then hear me out. What if instead of like the top premium thing, like the $50 one that we were talking about earlier, right? Like in a worst case scenario, it's $50 now for premium Netflix because now HBO is part of Netflix, right? That's a worst case scenario. What if Netflix cuts a deal with some of these movie theaters and says, hey, look, for premium Netflix users, we give a cut to the theater. And if you are a top tier premium Netflix person and one of our movies is in a movie theater, you can show up with your Netflix QR code and go see whatever Netflix movies are in theaters right now. Because I guarantee you, if they're already paying for it, if people are already paying for that subscription fee and they're like, it's just like me with my Stubs thing. I'm like, wait, I can go see this movie in theaters?
They'll
go to theaters.
That's against what I'm saying.
No, I know.
I'm saying if they can just watch it at home, why would they spend extra money to get to the theater?
No, I'm agreeing. I agree with you. What I'm saying is I think the alternative is that they cut some deal with the theaters and that the only thing that really they would feel like they're quote unquote paying for would be like the popcorn.
But they would still have to go to the theater. That's what I'm saying.
But you're saying that it's an inconvenience.
Like an inconvenience.
That is the major.
Oh, sure.
That is a major thing of why people aren't going to movies. Is that
No.
they feel like
no.
I'm telling you that's what a lot of people are saying.
I thought people are going to movies because it's the experience isn't.
I don't know what this means. The experience, the movie experience hasn't changed drastically at all.
Yeah,
I think it's gotten worse. Actually, is what I'm feeling, which is I think why people don't
maybe
know.
with like audiences, like they don't want to.
That's what I mean.
People screaming and stuff, but like
right,
the actual movie experience, other than the people you watch it with, nothing genuinely changed. As
No.
I mean, I think Alamo is really, really good as an example of like, but again, the Alamos are not nationwide and whatever. That's different.
No.
Like I do feel that like it's kind of this falls under the same thing I feel about a lot of things, which is anybody will pay anything and do anything if it's good enough.
Mhm.
Like that's how economies work. Like if they're not going, they would inconvenience themselves if the movies they were seeing and the experience that they were getting when they go to a theater was good enough and worth their money. They just would. People would because
If
they
it was
did
like
and they will
immersive
forever.
or something like if it was more interactive or immersive, it was something that you can't get just by sitting on a couch.
So whether that's like putting like I don't like whether that means okay, well that means if the quality of what you're getting from what you're purchasing is not enough, then either the quality of the thing has to go up or the price has to come down. Those are the only two options. So like either movies are too expensive to go to, which is factually true. It's kind of a meme. When you go to a theater, it kind of sucks, which is also true. So it's like you have to fix one of those options. I don't think it's just like I don't think it's this whole thing of like theaters are inherently a problem because that's just not true. People have been going to a theatrical experience for the last 2,000 to 4,000 years in some way.
I totally agree because I feel like the conversation about a lot of this has been like they feel like this is the death knell for movie theaters, and I truly think like while movie theaters are doing worse nowadays, objectively, like that is true. I think that is kind of on the theaters. Just make a better product, like have stricter regulations of people being on their phone or like whatever. Like do something where like the experience is actually good and people actively want to go, and people will go because regardless of like. So long as movies are being made, there will be movie theaters. Like movie theaters are not a thing that's phasing. It is a good.
I don't know if I
thing.
agree with that.
Yeah. I get what Roger's saying.
What he said.
Yeah, but also I don't agree with Roger, but I get what he's saying. You know.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
I don't think because there will always be a desire and a market for people to go and commune to go experience a thing.
Yes,
like,
100%. Yes.
So regardless if it's a movie or a show, that's like saying every small theater or comedy club in the country is going to go out of business at some point because these big
people can watch comedy specials on HBO.
Right. On Netflix. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
So and so Roger, have you been to the store in the last the comedy store in the last year? Like year and a half.
I actually was for a friend's birthday a couple months ago.
So at the comedy store, which is like one of the most famous comedy clubs in the country, and it's also one of the oldest, has not changed. The only thing they changed is the fact that now they make you lock up your phone. And
yes,
I would argue, as someone who's been there before and after, the experience has gotten better, and they charge more now than they did then. So
they force you to like buy the 2 drinks as well, and you have
it's just the whole thing is more expensive.
Right.
Yeah, the whole thing is more expensive. But what I'm saying, they have said, okay, if we're going to charge you more to experience this thing that people are struggling to find, we have to make it so that while you are here, you are having a better time. So how can we incentivize you, the customer, or force you in this case, to have a better time? We're going to lock up your phone. We're going to get you drunk. And we're also going to make sure that like when you are here, you are, I don't know about you, Roger, but every time I've gone to the comedy store in the last 2 or 3 years, like it's been some of the most like I'm there. I'm very present.
It's great. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So like, I actually do. I think the corporations that run theaters might go out of business, but the idea that like no one's going to want to see a movie in the theater is insane. Like people are still going to Broadway.
I genuinely think like if that was in a worst case scenario where every movie theater company went bankrupt, right? What would immediately happen, because there would be a desire for it? Netflix would start making movie theaters, and
exactly.
HBO would that's exactly what would happen. Yeah. Is you would have movie theaters from the companies running the streaming services, where it's like, come to our theater for these special events, and then they'll have like 1 week they'd have K-pop Demon Hunters sing along, or the other week you'll have Wicked or whatever. Like that's 100% what they would do.
I also think.
Go ahead, Bill.
I also think that filmmakers are not going to stop making films that are designed for movie screens.
Yes.
Of course,
Because
totally. Of course.
You have films that say like Interstellar or Blade Runner 2049, which are like you can watch those on a regular TV screen or an iPad or something, but the experience of watching those on those compared to watching those at a cinema is night and day. It's a huge gap in terms of
Godzilla
the
Zero or whatever.
quality. Yeah, exactly, because those
Wicked,
films are
to be fair,
designed
yeah.
with the cinema environment in mind.
Yeah, I mean, I just,
totally
yeah,
agree.
I see what people are saying, but like the idea, because people are still, Broadway exists. So the oldest forms of entertainment that we've been doing since ancient Greece still exist, almost unchanged. Today, right now,
Yeah.
you can go to New York and go see some of the best shit you've ever seen in your life. Like people like to get together and do things. Like,
yeah, for sure.
even to go see shitty movies.
Which
Or
we
watch
did, Ricky.
awful, or they also like to get
Which
together and
we
watch awful
definitely
award
did.
shows. Ain't that right, Roger?
Yeah, absolutely. Just like award shows. They all gathered in the Microsoft Theater for the Game Awards, and now is finally the time to talk about the winner, undisputed champ of this year's Game Awards. La 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 la. Yeah, man. So obviously, Game Awards just happened this past weekend. That is the whole reason we delayed the show, was so we could talk about the Game Awards and discuss the Game Awards, all the different things that got announced there, the winners. But essentially, this was the Expedition 33 Awards. This game ended up breaking records, was now setting a record for the most amount of awards won by one game ever at one of these shows. It won 9 awards. And I think for the most part, it deserved pretty much all of them, which might be a little bit of a hot take, but I feel like it did. It's very
Wait, did it win every single category it was nominated for?
No, it lost audio design.
Oh, okay.
Which was crazy. It lost audio design to Battlefield.
No, that's real though. That's real.
I know, but it's just funny that was the one that it lost.
No, that's
like,
real.
That was the one. I know, but it's like it didn't lose. It didn't lose to Silksong. It didn't lose to Hades. You know, it didn't lose to Donkey Kong. It lost to Battlefield.
It's crazy that
it's just a funny
Death
thing.
Stranding 2 got nothing. When normally those
that
are,
is also crazy.
At a Jeff Keighley event, Kojima got nothing at a Jeff Keighley event. That's crazy.
That guy.
And not only did he get nothing, but he showed up in person and did not have anything to show. Almost always there's like a trailer for one of his upcoming games or like a project he's working on, and there was nothing. He just showed up to show up this time, which I actually thought was kind of cool.
Good. He can show up and enjoy the show from the seats. Park it, brother.
I like Death Stranding, man. Oh, so do you, Coast. You're also a big Death Stranding fan.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand what that game is.
It's a delivery simulator /
delivery simulator is so cracked.
But that's what it is. I mean, that's what it is. It's a delivery simulator.
But just the phrase delivery simulator is stupid as hell.
Look, we live in an age where people are playing Power Wash simulators, so I feel like delivery simulator is just fun.
That shit is Power Wash simulators.
I'm not saying. Wait, I should hold on. I should say I said Power Wash simulators. I should preface like in parentheses, not derogatory.
Yeah,
I understand that game is good, not derogatory. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with Power Wash Simulator. I'm just saying that people enjoy it.
I don't think anybody took it that way.
I think you guys just did from your reaction.
No.
Whoa.
Like, I was just, the mention of Power Wash Simulator. I was like, that's a fire
good ass game. I know. Yeah,
I wasn't disagreeing or nothing.
Okay, that's good.
There's a lot of simulators out there nowadays, bro. Some of them are stupid, some of them aren't, bro.
That's right. But overall, general thoughts, everybody. What are your thoughts on what won, on the awards? We'll get into it. I told y'all
Mario Kart was going to win. I told y'all.
I mean, yeah, I figured it's probably going to win. I honestly, I thought.
Didn't.
What? I mean, I put up Crossworlds because I want Crossworlds to win, but I'm also realistic about going to.
Family. You talk about family.
It also got Family Game too, right?
No, wasn't Family.
No, Family Game was Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong got Family Game.
Employment Simulator's coming out in February. I'm copping that joint.
I
want to know what it feels like to be a Twitch chatter.
They're just lucky that Kirby Air Ride is not
Got him. Wrap me up, bro. Wrap me up, bro.
Ah!
Fucking got him. Fucking got him. Look at you, chat.
Yeah, the only award I was like genuinely bummed about.
You
'cause
know what?
I
shouldn't
really
have
thought
shot. I really shouldn't have shot all of y'all at the same time. I should have just shot the guy that said that shit. My bad, bro. That's my fault.
Sorry.
That's my fault, bro. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
What were you
I
saying?
should just said that shit about Xander, bro. That's it, man.
I was saying the only award I'm genuinely bummed about. Or not, I wouldn't say genuinely, but the art direction win for Expedition 33 over Death Stranding 2. I thought was a little bit.
Yeah,
of a
I agree.
stretch.
What were the other nominees for that one? It was like Hades 2, Death Stranding 2, Yote.
It was a lot of like
Silksong
the Game
and
of the Year
Expedition.
nominees.
Yeah. I also kind of agree. Of any of them, that is probably the one where I would say, like, yeah, I can understand why something else should win here. I love the visuals of Expedition 33, but I do think, yeah, in terms of like art direction, the other ones are absolutely deserving. You know,
The thing is that category has always also encompassed like the technical achievement side of it as well. And from a technical, I mean, technically with the resources they had, they did an incredible job with Expedition 33.
Yeah.
But you can still see those kind of slight elements of like a little uncanniness in places with how some of the people move sometimes. And I think that's less of a factor in like Death Stranding 2 and Ghost of Yote. But they, of course, have the benefit of much larger production studios.
Yeah, that was another one. I was kind of surprised didn't get anything. I thought Yote was going to get at least one thing.
I thought Yote was gonna win performance. I really thought Erica was gonna win. Like,
no, I was for sure going to be Jennifer, especially because like when you look at the other award shows leading up to it, like Golden Joysticks and a lot of the other stuff. Oh yeah, it was like Jennifer.
She didn't think she was going to win either. That's my goat right
there.
there.
No, she was just like eating popcorn,
Elden Ring. I didn't know she was in Elden Ring.
Jennifer English.
Apparently she's.
I love Ben Starr's reaction behind her when she won.
Ben
That was so
Starr's was
sweet.
really good. Yeah.
But do you feel based off of, because even though I do think that like I would have voted for Yote for art direction, but I don't think they got robbed. Like, robbed is crazy.
No,
I don't think anyone got robbed.
No, that's what I'm seeing. Is what I'm saying.
I think the thing that a lot of people are saying online is they feel like, oh man, they should have something against sweeps. Like they shouldn't allow this kind of thing to happen.
What?
But I'm like, have you ever watched an award show in your life?
It's a fucking award
It's so
show.
stupid. That's what I mean.
Why would whoever not most qualified for the award not win the
get
award?
The award, right?
Man,
if you win the
participation trophy ass niggas, man.
If you win the NBA, no. So if you win the NBA East, you can't win the finals and the MVP. You can't do all that.
You can't win back-to-back years anymore. You gotta let somebody else win in between.
Yeah, bro. You can't win. In fact,
don't worry. Jeff Keighley's gonna bring the NBA Cup to the Game Awards. Don't worry.
I did think there was a very funny moment during the show. I don't know if you guys remember this, where like I immediately thought of Warchamp, which was funny. But like the point in the show in which Silksong won for best action game, and he was like, "Oh look, good for you, Silksong won something."
No, he said
that was
he said
best
that.
action adventure.
Yeah, best
adventure. Yeah.
He said that because Team Cherry didn't bother showing up because I guess they figured they weren't going to win anything. So I think Jeff took
he was
them.
saying that to Team Cherry.
And just said like, "Hey, look, no, you did win something."
They didn't say that they weren't going to win anything. They said that Expedition 33 is going to win everything, and they were technically right.
They were right. They were right. Yeah, they were right about that. But they did get something. I mean, I'm happy. Because Donkey Kong got something, Hades got something, and Expedition got something. I was happy. Yeah. Donkey Kong getting Best Family Game was great. I was very happy about that.
I will say,
Doug Bowser accepting that award, he seemed like, whatever, man. I'm about to clock out at the end of the year.
Dude, he's retiring in literally 2 weeks, so he doesn't care.
Exactly. I didn't expect
he was probably there to get drunk at the after party. I didn't think he was going to be there either. You know, shout out to Doug. That's my go.
I will say, though, guy. I'm not gonna hold you like. It's very weird. Like I feel a very specific way, which is like, you know, you do that whole thing of like, if this game, like the timing of games, like Horizon came out the same year as Breath of the Wild or whatever the fuck. Like, I feel like any other year, Hades 2 wins like 4 of these.
I think any other year, most of the games this year win.
No, but like specifically Hades 2. Specifically Hades 2, because
I mean, Hades
like,
didn't even win the year it came out. It lost to that year. Is
when it
still
lost to?
disgusting to me. Let me remind people. That year was This was 2020. This was peak COVID, right? The nominees were Animal Crossing,
year.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, Hades, and The Last of Us 2 is what won. Literally, what?
This is crazy.
What?
Well, I'm also talking about like any other year. I feel like Hades 2 is like one of the biggest, most talked about games of the year.
It was fantastic. Yeah, I agree.
Like, but for some reason, it just came out at a weird time, and like, I was doing some research. It came out. It was in alpha, or sorry, in whatever early access.
Early access, yeah.
For a significantly shorter time than Hades 1.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it was about what, like 8 months?
8 months, bro. That game came out done, damn near done. Like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe if that game just doesn't have an early access, that shit just drops. Maybe.
I mean, I can tell you right now, like I personally never play early access for that very reason. I want to just experience it when most people are experiencing it. Not even if I was a streamer. I mean, I would do the same thing. Like I want to play it when it's done. I don't want to play it and then have to wait, which is a big reason like why I don't even play a lot of episodic games usually. It's like Deltarune's kind of the only exception, and even then it's like
no, you got to play Dispatch.
I've heard that from a lot of people. This is side tangent. I don't think I would actually. From what I've seen of it, I actually think I would hate it, which is the reason why I'm avoiding it.
No, I think you would love it, but I think you would love. I think there are characters you would hate with all your heart, but I think you would love the overall game.
Roger, didn't you say this about Expedition 33?
Yeah,
you were like,
you actually did.
But Roger loved Expedition 33.
I love that. Exactly.
Yeah.
I love Expedition 33.
To it. In the beginning, he was.
Yeah, he thought he was going to hate it.
Fake Roger fans. Fake Roger fans.
Thank you very much, Arlo. I appreciate it. Thank you. Because literally with Expedition 33, it wasn't that I thought I was going to hate it. What I said was that when that game came out, it came out at a weird time where there were a lot of other RPGs that I was playing. And I was like, I don't think I can justify streaming this entire game right now unless I like really, really like it. But I don't think I'm going to like fall in love with it. And then I fell in love with it. And then obviously I played it nonstop. I will say, Aro, while you're here, one thing I wanted to bring up in particular, when you were talking earlier on Twitter, you were screaming at people who are Expedition 33 fans. I want you to sort of get it off your chest again and roast these people who thought that Expedition 33 did not deserve to win. I know Aro was going off on people. Or you can do it too while we're waiting.
No, I meant like she's roasting our Expedition 33 friends. I'm right here. What's up? Go ahead, talk to me.
Wait, but you like Expedition 33.
Isn't that what you just said, that she was roasting them, saying they didn't deserve it?
No. She was on our side of history.
Oh!
No. Aro is on our side for sure. She's on our side of history that believes this is absolutely deserving.
Oh!
Tito, you could not survive.
She's a fellow Glazer.
Smoke.
This is
you could not survive. I don't know why you were that brazen for that. If I was trying to, you're like, give it to me. You would not survive.
I'm ready to box, bro. I'm in a boxing kind of mood, bro.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Okay.
Do we want to go over some of the stuff that got announced?
Who won Best Narrative again?
Best Narrative was also Expedition 33. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though. I think that one's cap.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How? Narrative is like one of the few I think is unquestionably
I think that one's
deserving. To what?
I think that one is like. Which is weird for me to say because it's probably one of the game's strongest points, but maybe that's because I need to read the definition of the award.
I'm because like, the narrative is literally for the storytelling. I'm like, what do you mean?
No. Because in my brain, I put storytelling and world building as two completely different things in my brain, and I think it has the best world building of any game. But I don't think the story. There are a lot of points in that story, and a lot of dead spots in that story. Like from a gameplay perspective, because you got to go to all these different zones and shit.
Sure.
Where it's like there's a lot of not for a game that's as short because that game's fucking short.
For an RPG, it definitely is.
Yeah. So it's like that game's pretty short. For a short RPG, I feel like you have to have like a tight like pacing window. And I feel like there are quite a few noticeable dead spots where you're just kind of walking around from biome to biome. In Expedition 33, as someone who loves that game, like
but the narrative of the game, I mean, literally the thing that has people, the reason why it's such a success is for what happens at the end of Act 1 and realistically, I think the ending of the game as well. And both of those are story moments.
Right, but I'm talking about the holistic, I think that it has the highest highs. I don't know if it's the best beginning to end, is what I'm basically. Like, I think games I think Hades has a better beat to beat story, to be real. Like,
wait. Weren't you literally saying the thing you didn't like about Hades 2 was I know now they fixed it with the added little ending thing, but I was like, originally, weren't you saying you actually didn't like the story in this one as much as one?
No, I didn't like the ending, but that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, which they fixed, so I don't know how you're gonna count that, but like
that's what I meant. Yeah, is that they eventually fixed it, right?
Like, I don't know how you're gonna count that, but I think the strength of Hades as like why she almost boxed you? That was crazy.
Where's my Pokemon?
Is the fact that like Hades innately, by it being a roguelike, has the best pacing, just because of what kind of game it is. Like, because all the pacing and storytelling and plot is locked behind progression, specifically of your runs. And
it sounds like Glaze, man.
It's not.
I think if they had to patch the ending, I think it loses points on the best narrative.
I don't know, because the game, like, I don't know, like, it's not that the ending was bad. I just didn't like it. There are a lot of people who liked it, though.
What, the original ending? Oh yeah. There were
a lot of people who liked it. I just didn't like it. Like,
yeah. I pulled up the list of announcements because there's quite a few of them. Yeah, there's quite a few stuff that got announced in the TGAs. I guess. What do you guys want to start? What was your number one?
Just go in order,
from
man.
everybody.
Just go in order.
Just go in order.
Orbital. That's
all right. So pre-show. We got Bradley the Badger, the new game from David Soliani or whatever. The guy. Yep. The Mario Rabbids developer. It looks very Conker's Bad Fur Day. Does it not, Mike?
Yeah. It's very Conker's Bad Fur Day.
It's extremely Conker's Bad Fur Day.
He's trying to get back home, and he has to go through a bunch of like parodies of popular media.
Yep.
He's got a frying pan. It
also gave me Astrobot vibes a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. With
like,
references and everything, for sure.
Like the meta game stuff.
Yeah,
I read on the internet that Roger hates Astrobot.
You know what else gave me Astrobot vibes?
Don't do that to me. Come on, what are you doing?
I read on the internet that you hate the game, you think it's trash. That's what I heard.
Oh yeah.
What were you saying there, War Champ?
Oh, you know what else gave me Astrobot vibes? That Mega Man reveal.
Okay, why we just going right to the end, bro?
We can skip to the very end.
This motherfucker.
There's a reason
he was going in order, one thing at a time to build tension.
We'll get to Mega Man. So we had the free Shepherd, the Sheepdog game coming out in 2027 to PS5 and Steam. You got the new game from the Audio Surf developers, right? Audio Mech, I think is what it was called.
That's cool.
There's a demo of that out. One of the surprise announcements, this was actually cool. Pragmata, which is the game that some people were thinking was a Mega Man game from Capcom, finally got a release date. It's coming out on April 24th, and it's coming to Switch too. Happy early birthday! You can play Pragmata, Vera. Look at that. I'm still happy.
Still not a damn person know what
you can play the weird robot doll game, bro.
I'm good on that.
Not a damn person can tell me what that game is, bro.
I was gonna say, with that weird robot game, you also get the weird robot amiibo too. They got the
I haven't purchased an amiibo since Smash Ultimate. No, incorrect. Since Smash 4. No.
Since Smash 4. Really?
No, since Splatoon. Since Splatoon.
Keeps going back.
Bro, I don't know, man.
Oh, since
he actually never bought one.
No, that's all wrong. Yoshi's Woolly World. That's the last one I got.
Bro,
the
last time
that's a good
Oh yeah, the plushies were cute.
It was 2003.
Dang, that's crazy.
That's real.
We got Stupid Never Dies, which is the new
that was so fucking it definitely was stupid. That shit was ass.
Yep.
The one with the boy and the girl?
What was that?
That shit looked so dumb.
It looks like a
girl
show
and the zombie boy.
I don't even remember which one that one was.
That's like
remember when they were doing like an
girl.
AMV type shit for their trailer in the first half, and then it was just like a zombie like action game.
Yeah, and he like transforms and stuff.
It was like psychedelic graffiti with the chainsaw.
I don't remember that shit.
Cheerleader. Well, no one who's gonna play a game is probably gonna remember that either. But anyway, we got the first big reveal of the Game Awards, which is that Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic is going to be a thing.
That game's not coming out.
KOTOR 3.
Listen, man, it's going to be in development for a really long time,
Photor.
and then nothing will be heard from it ever again.
Yep. Casey Hudson is working on it. Who
I was
directed
surprised
the
by
original
that.
KOTOR game.
Yeah, I
which
was
is
surprised
cool.
by that too.
Very, very cool reveal. I think it also came out after the Game Awards that the game is in early pre-production right now.
Yeah.
And that it probably at the earliest will be like 2028, 2029. So yeah, expect to play that on PS7. That's not even going to be a PS6 game. So just keep that in mind now. Also, I also want to remind people, because there were multiple Star Wars games that got announced during this. Do you remember Star Wars Eclipse that got announced at the last Game Awards that we've heard nothing of since?
Yep.
Or
the same thing's going to happen to Fate.
Yeah. Also, the KOTOR remake that got quietly canceled. That got announced at the Game Awards as well. They had a remake of that was coming out. Also, have not heard anything about that.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that's been canceled so far.
You know what's crazy about Fate of the Old Republic? I'm pretty sure they said it's single player only.
What?
That is not what people play Knights of the Old Republic for. Let me tell you right now.
Why bother?
That's what I'm saying.
It's single player only?
That's what I heard.
Or did they mean like it was a single player campaign?
I think it's just a single player game.
I think it's just a single player game, which is like the whole
right.
reason people
So
care
what's the point?
about KOTOR is multiplayer. So
Yeah.
it's like, what are you even doing?
I think people will still be interested in playing it.
Damn. Final Fantasy 14 is going to live forever.
Oh, it absolutely will. Yeah, Square's bringing that to the bank forever.
You got new patch tomorrow.
Someone who's not going to live forever is the guy that got crucified in that disgusting Divinity trailer.
Bro, I knew. Here's the thing. I don't even fuck with Divinity. I knew it was Divinity because I was like, what game franchise is just disgusting enough?
That shit was gross, bro.
Tell me why I'm
Damn,
watching the
man.
trailer.
Here's the
I'm
thing.
on Twitch.tv streaming this trailer, bro.
The
I see
writing
pigs
is
vomiting.
dick writing,
I see,
literal dick
I see a
writing.
woman getting dick down. I see people like drinking pig vomit or whatever the fuck that shit was. People getting gored like crazy. Like, bro,
You know what's
Jesus
funny?
Christ.
Is that everybody
trailer
was
was
like,
a bit much.
everyone's like, yeah, man, I love Baldur's Gate. Well, that's who they are. I want y'all to realize.
Oh no!
That's who they are.
Oh no! I know. Yeah, I know that's them.
Yeah, that's the company. That's their next
I
game.
know that's
yeah.
them. I need.
game, man.
I need
Bro,
them
that's
to
what
do
I'm-
more
bro.
of that. No, give me that.
Everyone thinks
Not that
everyone
trailer,
thinks that
but give me
Baldur's
those
Gate,
games.
blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah, we love hot.
Actually, yeah,
yo,
Baldur's Gate 3 trailer was pretty fucked up too.
Also,
Forgot
Baldur's
about
Gate 3, don't you have sex with a bear or something? Isn't that like a whole thing in the game?
Because the guy is a druid.
It's not about what it was. I was just shocked by seeing it. Like, it jump scared me with that shit. That's all it was.
It was. I also kind of felt the same way. Which seems crazy, but I was like, I wish there was a warning for this because I was eating pizza on stream and then that trailer came out and I
fucking the
genuinely
pizza?
had to. Bro, no, I was not.
Yes,
no.
you were.
But I was eating.
Gotta be.
You could pull the VOD up right now.
Hey,
Pull-
yo!
Stopping the
what
show.
the-
No, we're
Pull
not
the VOD
gonna
up
pull
right
up
about
that
Vanilla. Show the VOD of my stream. I
Ain't
was
nobody
not.
trying to watch you
I
fuck
was
a pizza,
eating.
man.
Vanilla,
God.
please don't. Vanilla, please don't.
What was really funny was apparently like that game like leaked because of like the patents or like,
Yeah.
the trademark.
Well,
thing.
also because of the fact that like
and then
the-
they made
the
it their
statue-
Twitter header.
Yeah,
they made
their
it the
header
fucking leaked
after it
Twitter
got
header.
announced.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I was
There's
watching that
obviously-
trailer, and at first I thought it was Diablo because they've been doing some real gory shit for their cinematics
they have
lately.
been. Yeah.
But I was
Okay,
watching.
I
I'm
was
just like,
gonna say
none
that.
of this is Diablo.
It's crazy that the Divinity trailer was gorier than the Diablo trailer because the Diablo 4
Let's
one
not-
happened later, and
That's
it's
not
like
crazy. That's not crazy.
to me it feels like Blizzard,
No, that's not
especially with
crazy.
Diablo. Blizzard loves to try to
Yeah,
push
but Diablo-
Diablo.
Yeah,
So
but
They
it's
do,
Blizzard,
but
though.
to me,
One
I've never
Diablo
felt like
trailer.
Diablo
That was super
trailers
gory.
have been violent and gory and stuff, but I've never felt like actually
The
physically
vessel-
grossed out by a Diablo
So
trailer.
the expansion reveal we just got was Lord of Hatred. So the last one was Vessel of Hatred. The Vessel of Hatred cinematic I think was pretty bad, and
Yeah.
I think they toned it down this time.
Yeah, they probably
And-
toned
That's
it
the
down.
one I was remembering.
And Divinity was like, "Hold my beer, I'll carry that torch. I'll do it."
Yeah.
Like I don't
Not gonna
fucking
lie.
care.
I don't
To
think
be
I
fair
watched-
though, that Blizzard trailer was also really fucking well done. I love Blizzard
Yes.
trailers.
Yeah,
man.
Blizzard cinematics are
Blizzard-
incredible.
Blizzard is so good at
Yeah.
trailers. Like, it's kind of gross. It's too bad they can't make good games.
Too bad they can't make more good Overwatch trailers
Yeah,
or good
no.
Overwatch characters.
The trailer was good.
Well, good
That
Overwatch
fucking
games.
That's
fucking
true.
intro with Mephisto like
Yes,
talking
yes.
to Shroud or
I was
whatever
gonna
was
say
the-
that. Yes,
the
that shit
stupidest
pissed
garbage
that
I've ever
pissed
seen
me
in my
off.
life.
Yes, it's like because I guess if you don't care about Diablo, who cares? Funny demon man is just talking. But if you like the serious lore of Diablo, here's fucking Mephisto, one of the Lord of Hatred, one of the big three, fucking talking about Shroud. What are we doing?
Dude,
So
someone
stupid.
sped it up and said it looked like a Smiling Friends character.
Yeah.
I still gotta watch Smiling Friends. I haven't seen that show yet.
Roger, you definitely need to watch.
I've heard from a lot of people. It's real.
Now,
It's like up my alley.
Now I know the answer is yes, you are sick as fuck, Tito. Why the fuck would you think that? But when I watched that trailer, bro, and I saw Mephisto, I'm not gonna lie, for a second I was like, yo, this is when they're gonna announce HOTS 2. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
I'm not even on that much copium, dude.
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
think
bro.
they're not gonna bring back
I'm not
Heroes of
even
the
on
Storm.
it.
Yeah.
Bro, they patched. They patched.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the janitor's working hard. He's
It's
doing a great
crazy,
job.
yeah, that game got patched, but like, yeah, they're
That
not
game
going
got
back to
patched
that.
twice
Not
this year,
no
bro. What are they doing
patches,
back there?
not patch.
Patches. That's even
patches.
wilder. Wait, what?
They got patched twice.
Who's still working on that? That's what I want to know.
They got another one like a week and a half ago.
That's what I'm saying. That's the
He changed
third
a bunch.
one.
That guy changed a bunch of stuff too.
What? Like who needs to burn overtime before they who's in the use it or
Like,
lose
who's
it?
doing that? That's
I know, but
crazy.
he's doing a great job.
Keep going, Roger.
Well, we got the 4 Loop, which is that J.J. Abrams sci-fi shooter game.
We do not care.
No, it's
Okay,
by the
cool.
by,
We got
one thing.
File.
Yeah, it's by the Left 4 Dead creator.
I don't give
Right,
a fuck about
Just
that.
like
You
the
can
last
say
one
no,
they
no,
had
no,
for
no,
that.
no.
It's by
No, no,
one
no, no,
dude.
no, no, no.
It's by one dude that worked on Left 4 Dead. Let's get this
Yeah,
very
and
straight here.
Remember
Alright,
when the last
tired.
Left 4 Dead
I'm
devs
tired
worked
of
on
this
the
shit.
last game that said that this is from the Left 4 Dead guys, and that game was a sack of shit.
And the one before that.
And the one, yeah, I'm
I'm
tired of them.
sick
I'm
of this
Oh
tired
yeah,
of that shit. bro.
Survive was them, right? They did that with Survive too, right?
No,
Or was it?
I only know this because I bought all these games. So you had Back 4 Blood, and then they also made Evolve. Do you remember
Evolve? That's what it was. Evolve. Yeah.
Yeah, I spent $150 on the Super Giga Collector's Edition of Evolve because I thought that game was gonna be it. And
Super
ever
Giga.
since- So I spent $8 gajillion on it, bro.
Evolved was fun.
It
That
was
shit
fun
also
for about a month.
that game also came out at like that was the tail end of when it was normal for computers to have like DVD drives still. Like
Yeah.
they were it was at the very tail end
Nobody
of
could run
computers
that
still having disk drives. That game came on like 6 DVDs. Because that shit was like 20 gigabytes and that was huge back then.
Nobody could run that bitch, bro. Nobody could run that. Everyone was looking off of Dells. What the fuck?
Evolve was fun.
What else have we got? We got Coven of the Chicken Foot, which actually looked kind of cute. It's
That
like
game looks cute. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Give me
into
a
Someone
little
in my
game.
chat when that trailer was being played, someone in my chat said this is The Last Guardian, but for Westerners.
A little bit. Yeah,
That's
I
actually
think
good,
give a
yeah.
lot of Team Nico vibes. That's a good way to
Sorry.
describe it.
I also want to kind of finish a thought that we were all collectively having just a moment ago. If you are announcing your game saying developers from like whatever studio, I am no longer playing your game. I am tired of this shit. I am tired of a
Where
video
it's just
game
one
coming out-
person. Yeah.
No, I don't care if it's one person. I don't care if it's 12 of you fuckers. Like I am so tired of like from the from ex rioters who like left to go work on their pet project that Riot didn't want to make, or like
I
from
think-
ex Blizzard developers or ex like Valve
When
developers.
they
From
do
the
that, for
guys
me-
who made Apex Legends and Titanfall.
No,
I'm not
for
doing
me,
it anymore.
when that happens, you need to specifically show me what dev it is. Like when they showed Casey Hudson, I was like, oh damn, this is gonna cook.
Sure,
But
sure.
if I just hear
you
from
know
the
what, Champ?
developers from so and so, I don't care.
You know
I
what,
don't-
Champ? I think it's especially funny because we've literally been on a team that was like like ex
We did
Riot
that.
developers. Yeah, we were there.
Sure,
We
sure.
were there,
Sure.
man.
And you know what?
Funny as
You know what?
shit.
If we were louder internally, that game would have been better. I said it.
Yep. It would have.
However, I don't like games aren't made by one person. I don't give a shit.
That's right.
Like
Unless you're
I don't
Game
care.
of
I don't
the
care,
Year,
one person.
I don't care what person
Game of the
you
year.
were.
That's the real game of the year on God.
I don't care what person you were on a team. I don't care if it was Valve, Blizzard, Riot, like whatever fucking dev you want to say. I don't care. If
There
it's
is-
one of you, if it's 12 of you, a game is made by people. And if you have to announce your game by saying this was made by people who worked on X instead of just showing me a cool game, I don't care.
That's what Expedition 33 did. I didn't know anybody who was used to work at Square until after that I played that bitch. Not gonna hold you.
But did they
be
announce
fair,
that game
though-
saying from a bunch
Yeah,
of
they
ex
did. They were like
Ubisoft
from a
developers?
bunch of ex Ubisoft developer. The thing that was
right,
crazy though was that like for me, that was a turnoff. I was like, ex Ubisoft developers, this is actually gonna like mean that I'm probably not gonna play this.
Yeah,
I
you know
don't
what?
usually
I'm
like
gonna
Ubisoft
add an
adventure
asterisk. If you say a bunch of ex developers from a studio people like hate, then I'm playing your game.
Right. That's what
If you come out like we're a team of 12 people that left EA to make our dream project, I'm playing
like,
the shit out of that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm buying that day one.
Exactly.
They almost faked their product, bro.
From the developers of Mortal Kombat 1 through not 9.
That's right. Speaking of fighting games, Fatal Fury won Best Fighting Game. Should have been 2XKO, and then they showed a 2XKO trailer with Caitlyn.
Yeah, Roger's riding that fucking riot dick, bro.
Oh no!
Wait, you don't like the Arcane? I like the fact that this is another Arcane character. As someone who is not a League player but likes Arcane, like throw every Arcane character in there.
I mean, they're definitely going to for that reason, and they should.
I hope they do.
They should put all of them in there.
Not gonna lie though, Caitlyn kind of fire. Like as a character,
I know, I like Caitlyn. I know she's a good choice.
Yeah. The thing is, like you like I want to be mad at Roger, but Arcane did the smart thing is they picked.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
They pick. You didn't let me finish my point because you might disagree with it. They picked characters that were already popular from League and put them in the Arcane thing because they knew they would hit. Everybody fucked with Caitlyn and Vi before they were ever in Arcane. Everyone fucked with Caitlyn and Vi before. Warwick.
What? Why would I have disagreed with that? Also, Warwick.
I need that woman to sit on one side of the screen and just fire the gun. I don't want her to ever move forward.
I did not know where you were going with that sentence, man.
I just need her to shoot the sniper.
That was about the freakiest thing I ever heard. You finished that sentence, bro.
I did not know where you were
going.
Oh, wait.
I got 12 calories left.
It's the dirty North
I'm
American
a fighting
mind.
game player, bro.
Let's go.
She got her zone.
Hey, post that Coney picture right now.
Did I get the shit inside?
Which one?
I play fighting games.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's only like Zoner like Teemo in that game, even though Teemo goes into, but he's like a trap character.
You gotta put Teemo in everything, bro.
What was the character where like Coney reposted that picture edited?
Was it Mai?
Yeah, I think it was Mai.
Mai. Oh yeah. I like Teemo and I like Caitlyn, so I'm good with that. Give me 2 double zoners, please. I'll be very, very happy. I'll just stand on the other side of the screen and just shoot a bunch of stuff. It's my type of thing. But they also announced console version of 2XKO's dropping in January.
Also the launch of a game, the full launch when it comes out on consoles.
That's considered actual launch.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Is it technically 1.0?
For sure get nominated. I was gonna say this is for sure get nominated for Best Fighting Game next year too.
Just like Multiverses got nominated twice.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I do think 2XKO will probably have a longer shelf life than Multiverses, though.
Oh yeah.
Time will tell. Leon. Let's talk about Leon. Leon's in Resident Evil Requiem.
Leon S.
Pretty exciting stuff. That was a good trailer.
As like a playable character.
It's one of the most iconic protagonists of all time.
His redesign in that game is like perfectly tailor-made to appeal to like women in their late 20s / like early 30s.
They're going for the Aru demographic, man. That's what they want.
The Aru demographic is fucking sick.
That's what
From
they
what
want.
They said
they want the girls who are on
like an RE6 type thing where it says it's a conjoined like all like one story, but you can play it from 2 different perspectives. So they gave me like the RE6 type thing that kind of does the same thing.
Or even like RE2. But I think the way they said, if I'm not mistaken, is it's like you're gonna be playing and it's gonna swap between them while you're playing, rather than you pick one or the other and play through.
Oh, so like GTA.
No, like fuck, what's that?
Subspace.
No.
Yeah.
I almost don't believe you, but okay.
Hey, do we fuck with more Leon with a beard or Dante with a beard?
I don't give a fuck.
I like Leon with a bit better.
I like how Capcom's new thing is
because Dante literally has a beard.
I like how Capcom's new thing is like, in order to show the passage of time, they put a beard on their guy. Like, it's so
it happened to Ryu, right?
I will say though, in that trailer, the fucking beard he had, man, was like, I don't know what it is with that fucking engine, but his beard just looked like a neck beard. Like he had a chin strap, but like the lighting was making it come off as like a neck beard. It looked very odd to me.
Maybe he has a neck beard.
No, he definitely doesn't. We see what it is on the renders.
I'm trying to look now.
Like just there's still just some uncanny look with that engine for the RE games. Like I've had that issue since 7.
What else is on here? Order of the Sinking Star, little puzzle game that got announced. I don't even remember what this was.
Was that the Jonathan Blow game?
That's
Yeah,
the
like
the
Braid,
creator
right?
from Braid that made 10,000 puzzles.
Oh, I see.
Where I didn't understand any of them when they were being shown because they were
so good at
blitzing
making
through
them.
them so fast.
It was not 10,000.
Well, you don't want to figure out the solution.
But bro, it's like I don't understand what you're supposed to be doing. Like, how do I
Just flying
want
through
the
the thing
puzzle if I
immediately.
can't understand the mechanics of the puzzle? Like,
That's true.
It's a trailer. It's not going to explain that in detail.
And then we got right after back-to-back trailers for 2 Wizards of the Coast games. One is called
Warlock
Exodus.
I'm excited for Warlock.
Yeah, Warlock was cool.
Yeah, me too.
We saw nothing
So
about it.
you
and I'm
guys are excited for
it.
Warlock, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Well, Roger
speaking
just-
of Warlock, if you want to pull this up,
wait,
McDarren,
hold on, wait. You gotta give me time. You
pull
can't
this
just,
up on screen.
You can't just hop into this. I'm not prepared, bro.
What do you mean?
I need a lead
I
in or
set you up
something.
for this. I said when we talk about Warlock, you pull my camera up and we'll
You
do
definitely
this.
did not say this, but
I definitely did. I could pull up the Discord message.
Did you send me a?
McDarren.
You sent me.
I
I
sent you a
didn't see.
Discord
I didn't see the DM. I didn't
Oh,
see the DM.
okay.
I didn't see it. You did.
Okay, there
You
you
did.
go.
You did.
I was gonna say when we talk Warlock, you could put my camera up.
Yeah.
Hey,
But,
Shogun, how much do you think Jacinth can bench, bro?
All right, I got you.
Man, fuck her, man.
Oh my god!
What are you
Bro,
talking
why
about?
am I trying to close combat some shit, right? And then there's 50 mega evolution animations going off, right? In the middle of my move, so it cancels my move and it's on cooldown at the same time.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck is
You
that,
don't,
bro?
you don't know the fucking. You don't know what the mechanics, bro. You don't know the
How
spot
you
dodge.
cancel my move and put it on
The
cooldown? That's
mega evolution
crazy.
spot dodge, bro.
All right.
Yeah,
Bro,
Those
man.
Meggy
Bro,
evolutions.
you need to get with the mechanics.
You're up, Roger.
That side
I'm
eye
up.
is insane.
I was gonna say I didn't know if I was on screen or not. All right, perfect. Because first off, I actually want to ask you guys who are Dungeons and Dragons players how you felt about the Warlock trailer. Like, what about it excited you?
I
Is
just
that a character that exists like in the lore?
It's a class. Warlock is a class in Dungeons and Dragons.
Gotcha,
And so they were
gotcha.
showing all abilities. Like, I'm pretty sure they showed an Eldritch Blast, but they also had a blade. So it's like a spell blade, or I can't remember the thing for Warlock.
X-Blade.
X-Blade. Thank you.
A warlock in Dungeons and Dragons is a character who gets magic by making a pact or a contract or agreement with another magical thing.
Otherworldly deity.
It could be a god, it could be an angel, it could be a genie.
I was about to spoil some Stranger Things thing.
Yeah, sure. It could be a fucking mind flayer.
I was actually no. I was
Could be a lich.
if you've seen episode 4 of the new season, you'll know what I was.
It could be that. Yeah, it could be that guy too.
Yeah,
It could be literally
yes,
that.
Yes, he is a warlock.
He is a warlock.
All right, well, right on. Well, the team over at Wizards of the Coast was kind enough to send over. This was before the Game Awards, and then I had an embargo, and I didn't realize what this was. And then I looked, and I was like, "Oh, this is actually awesome! This is for the new Warlock game." They sent over.
They're sending shit out already?
Chest. How cool is this?
What?
This guy hasn't played a lick of D&D in his life.
Well, I'm about to.
And
This gave me a reason to. You guys are doing a Japan time D&D.
Bro doesn't play Magic. I'm fucking sick
I
right
do play.
now.
I literally have magic cards over there. What
But
do
have you
mean?
played them? Have you played the Rush?
I played Magic when I was in middle school.
Open the box.
And now I'm getting back into it. All right, so let's open the box. So here we go. So these
Okay.
I need
You gotta join us for a Magic night then.
Roger, I need you to let me know
will.
the next time you are not going to be home to notice if anyone is stealing from your house. Thank you.
Brother. Okay. Don't
I know where you live. I know where you live. I know where you live.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Let me know
So
next time
anyway,
you're traveling.
you do actually know where I live, though. All right. So anyway, but we got this cool Warlock box, Dungeons and Dragons. We're gonna open this up, and we got what is this? Hold on.
Imagine the
On
paper just
behalf-
says, "Don't open this on camera."
That would actually be crazy. It says, on behalf of Invoke Studios, thank you for joining us on this magical adventure and announcing Warlock. We're excited for you to learn more about the story. But for
Here's
now,
this
dive
wonderful
into
treasure
the
chest that
world
is under embargo until February.
Right, exactly. It says, dive into the world of Warlock with our official trailer, now available across all social channels and our official website. It does say If you choose to share, you can begin sharing this gift on December 11th at 8 p.m., which makes sense because that was when the Game Awards was. So that makes sense. So the embargo was the Game Awards. So we're good. We're allowed to show this. So inside of this Warlock chest that got sent our way, we got...
I kind of have an idea of what you're going to be getting.
I have no idea. So
that's your contract, bro. Right there.
I already know that.
Oh, this is my pact? My Warlock pact?
It says what?
Wait,
it says what?
Wait, what? Hold on. It says power looks good on me. To hell with the cost is what it says.
Yeah, and
I
in the
agree.
special
Power
rooms
does
it
look good
says
on me.
fuck.
To hell with the cost. They've spent a bag on Rogers' base. That's what it says. That's been a little 6 figures on that just for you.
That's kind of cool though. It's got some nice little runes in there. I like that. And then we got what is this? Hold on. We got this other little box. I like by the way too. I like this little. I don't know if you can see on the inside. It's got this little like blue soft.
Is it like velvet?
Little bottom to it. I feel like I kind of because this doesn't take up a lot of room. It doesn't take the little thing that was in here, whatever this is, and then the little scroll doesn't take up a lot of room. I might actually put my magic cards in this.
You
should. You
super should.
Magic cards in this would actually be fire.
Yeah, you should. If you especially put a custom thing in
there,
man,
Jesus.
No, hold up.
Yes.
Now hold up. Now,
but we are all your mans.
Clear comms. And now listen, Wizards of the Coast. I know you guys are watching Roger unbox this. He's on a podcast called Japan Time, which is currently being recorded right now, and he's showing this off on Japan Time.
That's right.
Now, if you guys don't know, we also have a little thing called Japan Time Game Nights, where we routinely play Magic the Gathering, which is also, of course, another Wizards of the Coast affiliated IP. So, send us that.
And we also will be running a one-shot for Dungeons.
That is true.
We are, which literally the timing for this could not have been more perfect because we are doing a Japan Time Dungeons and Dragons game. Then I think Coast and Tito, you guys are like in the middle of setting it up right now, right?
Well, we just need to get everyone together so that we can finally get it going.
Fire. Well, one other extra thing I want to show is whenever this is.
Warlock.
I will play Warlock.
Roger, what's under there? Oh yeah.
We're about to find out. We're about to find out. Hold on. I don't know what it is. We're about to find out.
Bar. Magic wand.
That'd be crazy if it was a chocolate bar.
It's a chocolate.
Hungry ass boy.
Hold on. Here we go. We are ready. Oh, it's a quill. Oh, whoa! Wait. Whoa! This is actually
signed the
sick.
contract. Oh, that's actually really cool.
This is actually sick. Hold on.
Yes, I am a
Whoa!
Right?
Whoa!
Bro's handwriting is dog water.
My handwriting is actually trash, but
Didn't
this
they
is
show
amazing.
that in the trailer too? Wasn't there feathers on the trailer?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably was. Yeah.
Does anything in that box look like a phone number?
I don't see a phone number in the box. No, I'm looking.
Damn it!
But there's a really cool quill right there, and then it's got
Death Note, bro.
I'm literally gonna put this on my desk. This is awesome because then there's the little stand for the quill. It's got the cool little the cool little thing on there and the little thing for the ink, so you can put that right there. And
cool,
then,
dude.
Right here,
sick, bro.
We got the little Warlock ink, and it's got a little wax topper on it too. Look at that,
wax seal and everything.
Pretty neat.
So you now you have to
I have to play Warlock.
No,
I will.
play a Warlock. Sign that scroll.
Oh, I will.
Don't sign the scroll.
I'm not going to give that away.
No,
It's
don't.
cool.
I'm not saying give it away. You
Oh,
sign it.
I want to.
Don't sign the scroll.
He's such a content creator. He thought just because he signed some shit, it meant he had to give it away.
Right. Like, I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give this. This is cool.
That's the point of the. That's the point. You're a Warlock
not.
signing your pact.
So
Sign
I
the
have to
scroll.
sign my scroll right now. Then is what you're saying.
The point of it is to keep everything in the box, put it away for 20 years. When Warlock
Sell it for
potentially becomes a
$4,000
giant
billion.
IP.
I don't. The only thing is, I
Exactly.
genuinely, I might get different ink because I don't want to break the seal.
Yeah, you don't want to break
on
the seal.
ink.
Yeah,
The ink is
I feel
cool,
that.
actually. I'll get different ink though. I have other ink, and then I'll sign my little contract.
Either way, Wizards
that
of the
is cool.
Coast, hit us up.
Yo, Big W,
obviously.
thank you again. Thank you. Big thank you to Wizards of the Coast. This is awesome. And again, yeah, we have a Dungeons and Dragons event that's coming up soon with Coast and Tito, and we've got those Magic the Gathering game nights. So again, cool content coming up. And once again, big thank you to the team over at Wizards of the Coast.
When I gather my match.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. Speaking of other Magic, we had Control 2 got announced.
That looks
We
fire.
got Control 2.
That looks really cool.
I have not played the original Control, so I have no idea like what that game is like, but I've heard from everybody that it's actually really good.
What the
So if someone could let me know. Wait, what happened? What happened, Sean?
Someone in my YouTube chat said, "What's worse, a hot dog covered in salsa or cheddar cheese with melted chocolate mixed in?" I think you're a fucking freak, man.
It's the cheddar cheese, though.
That's crazy.
It's got to be the cheddar cheese. Yeah.
Cheddar cheese is great,
I'll just
man.
give you the answer. It's the cheddar cheese.
Yeah, cheddar cheese is great.
What was the first one? A hot dog covered in salsa? What?
What's wrong with
hot
salsa
chocolate
on
covered
hot-
salsa?
Well, it's
No,
fairly
it's
normal.
Hot chocolate. I heard hot dog.
Hot
and it's like,
chocolate.
what kind of fucking question is it? What do you guys think is better, a cheeseburger or a shoe covered in mud?
Right,
What the fuck kind of question is this?
But all right, so we got Control Resonant. It said it's coming in 2026. That game is coming out.
Too long. That trailer was way too.
That's
long.
that's gonna be a game of the year for next
Oh,
year.
it's for sure going to be a Game of the Year contender next year, most definitely. The first Control, didn't it win?
I don't think it won.
No.
I didn't win, but it was definitely nominated.
I think it. Yeah, it was nominated, but I think it lost to Baldur's Gate.
Were they the
I don't
same
remember.
year?
Was that last year? That was
I
not
actually
last
hold
year.
on. No. Control was no. Alan Wake 2 lost to Baldur's Gate.
Oh,
Alan
okay.
Wake 2, because that's the same universe. No,
Yeah,
Control
yeah.
was I think the year before that. Yeah. But Control 2 is a very cool reveal. Again, I agree with Ricky. The trailer was a little long, but I think it looks cool. Something I was shocked by afterwards, once I figured this out, like what it was, is that Gang of Dragon game. That's the one with the guy that plays Gilgamesh in
Yakuza.
Eternals. It's literally Yakuza. It's the ex-Yakuza guy who left Yakuza to make Yakuza. That's ridiculous.
Honestly,
I mean,
it's
that's
real
straight
as
up
fuck.
what it is. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be good. I'm sure Yakuza games are great. But there we go. That was that reveal, Gang of Dragon. Then we had the entire cast of the Street Fighter movie.
This shit
come out on
was funny.
stage.
I thought that shit was.
so
I thought that shit
funny.
was a joke, bro. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, man.
And that's the actual cast of the Street Fighter. They showed a brief clip of the movie. The clip didn't do anything special, I thought, but I thought
It
having
kinda
the
sold
cast
me
up
on the
there
movie.
was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's what I was
the
too.
The cast being there sold me on the movie for sure.
That movie's gonna be
No, the
hilarious,
clip
whether
sold
it's
me on
good or
the movie.
bad.
Yeah, because they weren't
That's what-
taken
it just
super
looks like a-
seriously. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it looks like a camp 90s.
Yeah, but it looks like
Just
there's also a
silly.
good choreography team on the film as well.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely. I
Some
mean,
of the
they
things I
got
was
like real
seeing-
fighters, of course.
Yeah.
I gotta see who's the the lead choreographer on that, because the fight choreographer on that, because I could already tell it's as somebody who watches a lot of like Eastern kung fu movies still to this day, even new ones, that whoever's doing that definitely also watches a shit ton of kung fu like martial arts movies.
Hell, it might be because I know he's very like a lot of the projects he works on are video game based and anime based. The guy that did The Witcher 3's latest season might
Oh,
be
okay.
on that.
I
Because
gotta
he used to do old YouTube videos where like it was like Naruto versus Rock Lee, and that shit was peak choreography, and they were so good that like he did a My Hero one that was so good that he got roles for the movie industry. I just don't remember his handle.
Also, I was mistaken. I thought for some reason Jason Momoa was Akuma. That's Roman
No.
Reigns.
It is
Roman
Roman
Reigns.
Reigns.
Reigns,
Yeah.
the tribal chief.
My tribal chief.
Jason
My tribal
Momoa is
chief.
Blanca.
This shit's so
Jason
funny.
Momoa is Blanca. That
Honestly,
is
all-
crazy.
Okay, can I say something?
All the
Is it
casting's good
weird?
except Bison.
Is it weird that like some of the cast like there's questionable casting choices for some of these characters, but Zangief is like
Yeah,
that's
Zangief's
fucking
accent just
Zangief.
perfect. Yeah.
Dude,
That guy
Zangief is
is
more
just
Zangief than
Zangief.
Zangief.
That brother was 7'5",
7'2".
hulking massive muscle.
Yeah, he
like,
looks
We,
perfect.
we don't need to exaggerate. He's gigantic.
Jesus.
I still think 50 Cent being in this is crazy as Balrog.
The
When does this
best
come
thing
out?
about
October next year?
I don't know if it's October, but it definitely comes out next year.
Yeah, sometime next year.
Andrew Schultz is Dan.
We gotta start the campaign right now to get Japan time to go to the premiere. That's what we got.
Bro, how many campaigns are we doing?
Well, no, because realistically, I think we can make this happen. Because me, Shofu, Fidel, and Aru can probably all get individual invitations and then bring guests. Then we bring 4 other people as guests. Viren will probably get an invitation because you're a commentator.
I'm not
So
a
you'll probably
Street
get an
Fighter
invitation.
commentator.
Doesn't matter. You're a fighting game.
It kind of does
I can make
matter.
the case. I can make the
Commentate
case.
Street
I
Fighter,
can make
bro.
the case. I can make
What are
the
you
case.
saying right
I can
now?
make the case.
I have
We can
no
maybe-
connection
we
to
can maybe do an
Capcom.
LA.
Why would I get anything?
Zeph does. Isn't Zeph a
Yeah, why
Capcom
not, man?
creator?
What?
I'm not Zeph.
Bro.
We'll make this happen.
Let's end this.
I'm actually black.
Would it? Dude, the best part of that Street Fighter thing was the shots they were taking at Mortal Kombat.
That was
They
crazy.
They were kicking them while they were down after that Warner Bros. Acquisition thing, where it's like, yeah, Mortal Kombat might not be a thing anymore. Mortal Kombat's not even going to be at Evo this year. And anyway, Street Fighter movie coming out soon. Speaking of Warner Brothers, we had Lego Batman. They showed another trailer for that comes out in May of next year.
Actually, as an aside, we haven't talked about Evo.
Didn't we last episode?
Oh no, the announcements of the games. We haven't talked about.
Oh no, I guess. Oh no, we could definitely talk about that. I mean, we can make a quick aside right now and talk about it because we still have a lot more to go through with the Game Awards. Let's talk about it. So Evo, they announced is going to be having 12 main stage games this year. There's not going to be side events. It's going to be 12 main stage. Oh, there will be side events, but there's 12 main games essentially. Rivals of Aether is going to be one of them.
Yeah, very excited.
Rivals
There's actually
2 is gonna
a
be
main
there.
game
Yeah.
this year.
Yep, main game this year is going to be Rivals. Let me pull up the full lineup. I know Virtual Fighter is going to be one of them as well.
Yeah,
right?
so it's Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, City of the Wolves, Under Night 2, Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, Rivals of Ether 2, Invincible vs. Guilty Gear Strive, Virtua Fighter 5, Vampire Savior, Blaze Blue Central Fiction, and 2XKO.
It's a great lineup. There's some
I'm
good stuff
honestly amazed that VSAV made the main lineup for both Evo Japan and Evo Vegas. I think that's so cool.
I mean, that was clearly their choice for like the retro game this year, right? That's like what they're going behind for Vampire. Is they want
but
that
it's
to be
just
like
it's
how
cool that
Marvel
it's
was.
at both of them.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
main game at both.
Well, they probably want people to prepare. They want it to have a whole, spotlight. They want people to not be rusty going into it when they're entering. They want to, have it back on the main stage. I also thought that was a really cool choice. I'm honestly really shocked there was no Mortal Kombat though. In a year of 12, there not being any
feel
Mortal
like
Kombat
they
at all is just shocking.
Invincible almost feels like it's taking the Mortal Kombat slot.
Yeah. And just there's like even I don't even think Mortal Kombat fans like MK1.
Yeah.
Like MK at Evo has never done that well. I mean, NRS has never had a ton of entrants because that game its appeal is more to the casual player, but like MK1 was especially bad, I think.
I was also shocked.
Even like
too, in a
Rivals
year
of
of
Aether
12,
2 almost had more entrants than Mortal Kombat. I think it did. I think it was close to another game, but I think it actually beat Mortal Kombat in entrance when it was a side game last year. I'll double check that.
I was just going to quickly say too, in a year of 12, I'm shocked that we did not get Dragon Ball Fighters either. I thought for sure that.
Yeah, especially since there's new content coming for that game.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I think what's his name? Daima SSJ4 Goku, I think is coming out in a few months.
Yeah, so I was really surprised that didn't end up having a place on here, but it's still again a cool lineup, lots of new games.
Yeah,
I think it should be a fun show.
Mortal Kombat 1 last year had 377 entrants. Rivals of Aether 2 had 358. So it literally as a side game almost passed Mortal Kombat, which was the main game.
Bro,
Wow.
Fucking 2-pack of ass, bro. Nobody trying to play that bullshit.
I'd say another notable thing about this year, and it's kind of clear as to why the prize pools across the board have been increased quite substantially.
Lovely.
And the early bird fees have also been reduced by a decent amount too, and you can see that the money is coming in.
Man.
We love to see that. More money for the fighting game community, the better.
From where that money is coming from is not something that a lot of people love to see.
No, but we got the money. We can go to a comedy festival. Japan time at what was the comedy festival?
Move on. You're not fucking going to
Did you guys see
You are
that
live
match?
show.
What a time for Zeph to not be here.
Yeah, literally, I know.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What were you saying, Mike? What about Smash?
Smash is not going to be at Battle of BC8. They just completely
Yeah,
cut it.
there's been a whole load of things with regards to Nintendo licensing, I believe, lately. So
If Zeph was here, he'd be cutting down heads the way. Wait.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Of course.
Also, I'm not complaining, but I do have a question. What's BlazBlue doing there?
I'm guessing they're just
Why
using
not?
like, hey, we're just gonna bring another game back. So here's BlazBlue.
When was the last BlazBlue?
It's this one, Central Fiction.
Oh,
It hasn't.
Yeah,
had
this has
anything
been over a
in forever.
decade ago.
Yeah.
maybe. Do you think that's potential?
Because like after this one, after Central Fiction, they did a cross tag battle.
Yeah.
And then after that, there was Entropy Effect, which is like a roguelike.
Yeah.
Do you think there's potential for a new game to be announced then?
I mean, maybe the
Here,
lead,
Stand
the
Out?
guy who was Mr. BlazBlue left, left them. So that's like seeing it here gives hope if you like BlazBlue, but who knows?
I mean, Mr. Tekken left.
Yeah. Oh, that's
That's
another
right.
thing.
That
we
happened
haven't
since
talked
the last
about.
show too.
Yeah.
Man, there's been a lot that's happened since the last show. You're right. That's right.
Man,
Harada retiring
what
and leaving Tekken.
What an incredible guy! Like what an esteemed individual to just absolutely tank Tekken so that the guy that takes over for him is celebrated as a hero. What a selfless act!
Yeah, you know what? I like that perspective, man. That's real shit.
What do you think
He
he's
really
doing
set,
next?
he set the next guy up for success. So it's
I don't
such
know.
an incredible move.
I feel like
to
he
make
might.
music.
He's probably
Yeah.
just gonna retire.
I think he's actually going to retire. It feels like the death of I'm gonna forget his name, but the creator of Dead or
Ninja Gaiden?
Alive. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden Dead or
Oh,
Alive.
Itagaki?
Yeah, Itagaki's
Not
death. I
Itagaki.
think it really shook him. So I think Harada might actually just like retire, live out his life.
Man.
I don't know.
Well, thank you to
I'm sad
Harada for
about
everything
it.
he's done, man. I know. I'm sad about it
Yeah.
too. Harada was great.
Yeah.
Things are looking rough for your Pokken too. I will say that was one of my
Okay,
first
so
thoughts.
yes, actually,
I did actually genuinely.
Since
I
you
genuinely
brought it
thought
up,
that was
you were
the
the
I
first
can.
one I
course,
Since
brought
you
up.
brought it up, I
brought
can.
it up. I
Yes,
brought it
I
up
can
because
talk
yes,
freely.
of course.
Yeah, it's cooked, brothers.
We're never getting
Harada
Pokken
was
ever
like,
again.
Harada was literally like, oh, but Harada wants it. Harada wants it. Harada wants it. He left. Okay, yep. It's been.
Yeah, it's not happening.
It's been. I mean, Hoshido is still at
Listen,
Pokemon
man,
Company, but yeah, it's
it was
over.
always cooked, my brother.
No, there was because Harada said, "Oh, we're down,"
It
but
was
Harada's out
always
is cooked.
cooked, man.
And then in Harada's going away message, one of the games he names is Pokken by name, and it
It's
is
pretty
cooked.
crazy.
It was always
He left.
cooked.
He left to go
bro.
start his own studio to make Pokken 2.
Maybe maybe that's where Harada
if
goes.
that happens, I take it.
Maybe Harada gets hired by Pokemon Company, and Pokken becomes an internal game by then. TPCI makes Pokken. There you
I
go.
mean, I take it, but like, it's cooked. Like I had hope, and I was keeping. It's an if. It's a when. It's gonna happen. When, not if. It's an if. It's an if. Rough times.
It was always an if, bro.
No, it was
I'm
a
trying
when,
to
bro.
He's lying.
Harada was the
It was
link.
never.
Harada,
ever a
because
win,
Harada said
bro.
we're down to do it, and Harada was willing to champion. It's like there's a chance. Now he's out, and it's like we don't got a champion anymore. It's like because he even mentioned the reason Soul Calibur isn't like there's not another Soul Calibur is because Okubo, the guy who championed Soul Calibur 6, he left. He's at Side Games now. So there's no one within Namco Bandai who wants to champion Soul Calibur.
That's
so it's
my
probably not
Okubo.
gonna-
That's my goat, bro.
Yeah.
I love Okubo.
So it's
never gonna happen.
so like now that there's no one for Soul Calibur, and now there's no one for I said Tekken Pokken. So
Why don't they actually
cooked.
just make a good Pokemon fighting game this time? They could just do that instead of revisiting Pokken. They could just make a good game this time. Off rip.
yeah, but they could
Well, you guys-
with Pokken too.
You guys were talking about the people that are still
Yeah,
left
right.
at Bandai Namco championing some other like Bandai Namco games. Because you mentioned like Soul Calibur, and then you were talking about this Tekken thing. There is one team that's been championing a new game over at Bandai Namco that I was actually thrilled about. We're jumping ahead a little bit. That's Ace Combat 8. We're actually
Dude.
getting a new Ace Combat game. And it looks
The
good.
music in that game is.
What did I think that
You-
was
you
again
should
when they
play
were
it.
showing it? I thought it was a completely different game, and then I
Well, that's
started
'cause
like,
now you're getting like slice of life stuff on an aircraft carrier, which actually looks kind of cool that they're adding that to it. Like you said, Ricky, the music in these games is always like phenomenal. And honestly, I'm craving a little bit of dogfighting. So I was actually really happy about Ace Combat. I think this is a really
Oh,
cool
that's what-
reveal.
yeah, I thought it was Call of Duty at first just from the visuals, and then it showed Bandai, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. Also, what we were talking about Evo, I should bring this up again too, because you were bringing up Invincible. We got a new Invincible character at the Game Awards as well. Ella Elemental?
And apparently
Holy
she is made for the game. She's like an Android 21.
Oh, I thought they were spoiling. I was like, what
No.
the fuck is
No.
Okay,
she's like made for the game.
Is she from the comics?
No. She was created by the comic
totally
creator
original
for the game. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like
that makes sense,
21
a lot
and
of people.
Yes.
A lot of people I know that like Invincible were like, "Who the fuck is this?"
Well, that's clearly why. Then they made it for the game. One game I was not saying that about. I was actually very excited. I was like, "This is potential R&R game. This is Orbitals for Switch 2."
Yes, sir.
That game looks fire. Absolute fire.
100% the moment I saw it.
Yeah, this is an anime retro, like split fiction type co-op game that had extremely late 80s, early 90s anime vibes. Great music. I love the look of this game.
That game's a direct fuck you
really
to
awesome.
AI bros.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to play this. Yeah, Orbitals is coming out next year. Co-op adventure, exclusive to Switch 2, also, which is great. I could continue to be a Nintendo. Love to hear that. Love that. We got Orbitals, very cool reveal. We had a not so cool reveal. We had Deadpool and Marvel Rivals. Moving on from that, we got Diablo 4, the trailer for Diablo 4.
So like War Champ and I said, the Mephisto thing before was stupid, and then part of me is also jaded because why did it take you fucking 2 years to put in a paladin? Because he just should have been it, but it's fine. But beyond that, no, I'm excited for this. Technically, you can play the paladin right now if you pre-purchase the expansion.
Yeah, there's a real fat if on that was not at the Game Awards.
Yeah, because Jeff goes, "Oh, you just play it now." I was like, "Wait, what?" But yeah, you have to pre-purchase the expansion, and then you can play the paladin.
Oh my god, they shadow dropped paladin, and then you go to like the Blizzard launcher, and it's just like, if you pre-purchase the new expansion, it's like, oh, you guys didn't fucking mention that shit.
Yeah. Though the expansion, they also showed there's a second new class, or not new,
another class,
another class coming. Yeah.
Wait, is Deadpool voiced by Kagi? If that's the case, I actually like Deadpool.
I've heard
my friend is voicing him.
That's a VTuber,
right? I like it.
Is that a VTuber?
No, Alejandro. No, he's a voice actor. I mean, he is also a VTuber. Yeah. But
no, because people were saying it sounded like a VTuber, and there's other people saying it isn't. So I have no idea.
If it is, if that is him, that's awesome. Then I take back what I said. That would be awesome. I'll actually play Deadpool. I just don't like. What was that Deadpool game that got announced the last Game Awards?
The VR one
or whatever.
Yeah,
brother. I'm just I'm over the Deadpool humor right now.
Wasn't he voiced by Neil Patrick Harris in that one?
Yeah,
he was. Yeah, he was. Yeah. Oh yeah, he is. That's sick, actually. Yeah, Kagi Films, aka Sayu the VTuber. Yeah, right on, man. Good for Alejandro. Well, that's sick then. I'm cool with that. Didn't they add Rogue to Marvel Rivals since the last time we did the show?
Yes.
Too?
Well, she comes out. I think she's out now, actually.
I think she's out.
I saw the Savage skin. I thought she looks pretty cool. I like that
before she was actually out. That was what my one friend was saying. He's like a big comic guy. He's like, I really want the Savage World or whatever it's called skin. And then
I love that. Now we got her
last week, and he's like, yes. And I was like, give me the fucking X-Men's cartoon.
What else got it? Oh, we got Lenny Kravitz in 007. That was a cool reveal. Lenny Kravitz is going to be a bad guy, and he presented best music. That was kind of a neat thing. We got is Fidel here? I know Aro's on mute, but if Fidel's in the background, I actually wish I could get his opinion on this. So Sega, before the Game Awards, I guess
he didn't give a shit about that, bro.
I'm
here.
No. I know he doesn't care about this, which is why I wanted him here. Is Sega was like, we are going to have this big reveal at the Game Awards. It's going to be awesome. Everybody was expecting 3D Sonic, and then the announcement was a new Total War game. New Warhammer game, Total War
Warhammer 40K, which is it's a cool crossover.
Yeah, it's a cool crossover.
but the other fact of this was there was like an article somewhere. I'm pretty sure I saw this. There was an article that mentioned, you'll see more about Sonic at Game Awards. It just didn't happen. So yeah, the Sonic fans were not happy because I remember sitting there watching this like it was actually just Total War. Okay, well that's kind of cool, but yeah.
One thing that was definitely cool, they didn't show any gameplay, which sucks, but I love that they're bringing this back. Star Wars Galactic Racer.
Oh, dude.
That actually is going to be awesome, I think. That it's made by the Burnout developers, which is great. I love the Burnout games. It apparently is going to mix a bunch of the different vehicles of Star Wars. It's not just pod racers. So it's pod racers and like speeders and all that kind of stuff. It's coming out next year, which is also good. It's not like one of the far off ones. It's coming out next year, which is, again, surprising they didn't show gameplay. And then they ended the trailer with old Sebulba, which is actually really cool. For those of us who grew up in the, in the 90s, grew up with the prequel trilogy, we're seeing Sebulba back again in a canon Star Wars game. And we're going to see what happened after Anakin Skywalker, threw something in his wind turbine or whatever. So very, very cool. Star Wars Galactic Racer coming out in 2026. Looks great. Right after that, we got the stop motion game. We got the Out of Words game.
Yeah,
that cool little stop motion co-op
that
game.
That looks like
well.
it took them years. Like a stop motion for a full game is crazy.
Wait, which game? What was it called?
You know that game gonna be fucking 30 minutes long, bro.
Yeah,
I'm fine with
it's got to be not
game.
that
That's
long.
Fine.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm totally fine with that.
Maybe I went to the washroom when this happened.
But it's stop motion. It's coming out for PC, PS5, and Xbox next year. Co-op game made for duo play, and looks super cute. I love that.
I would hope the co-op game is made for duo play. What?
The release date? Oh, it just said. It just said co-op game made for dual play.
Yeah, but that
that doesn't make sense. You're right, of course. We also got Phantom Blade Zero getting a release date trailer. It's coming out September 9th.
Okay, so I'm still confused with that trailer, right? That first part was called S Game, and you're following along with this female samurai doing whatever she's doing. And then it's like, oh, by the way, it's Phantom Blade Zero, and she's an enemy. It's like, so that was just backstory for a boss? Like, what was the first trailer even about?
Actually. I don't know. I have no familiarity with this.
What is a new IP? So I guess we'll see soon.
I mean, it looks cool, to be fair. Choreography looks cool.
Well, it does,
and, yeah. Visuals look cool.
A little more Sekiro than straight Dark Souls, but no, it looks cool.
What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, because right after that trailer came out, people were linking to like some Unreal Engine thing with Poe from Kung Fu Panda. Did you guys see this?
Oh, yeah.
Where it was like, why does every game look like this nowadays? But that actually looked amazing. They had like some Kung Fu Panda looking thing. It looked awesome.
I mean, it's a valid point, but I would still play a Kung Fu Panda game.
I would too. I'd play the heck out of it. And then of course the big reveal: Mega Man Dual Override. Mega Man's coming back, not in 2026. This is a 2027 game, but it is a new 2D side-scrolling Mega Man game that's going to be released for, get this, PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch 1, and PS4. It's just crazy. We're going to have a 2027 Switch 1 and PS4 game.
Yeah, that's the thing that makes me a little worried. A little concerned with this Mega Man game that is coming out to those consoles as well. I mean, I'm happy for people who like classic Mega Man, but for me, it's like I'd be more excited. Yeah, I was about to say I like Mega Man Zero.
I was gonna say, like, with the you bringing up that it's gonna be on PS4 and Switch 1, and the fact that it still looks so very similar to Mega Man 11 to me, I feel like I don't know what they've been cooking for that to be a reveal, and then that was it. Like, I'm very on the fence of being excited about this.
I mean, I will say that, did any of you play Mega Man 11?
I did not.
Okay, so what they did, which I think is super smart, right after the Game Awards ended, right after, they put Mega Man 11 on sale for $5. So immediately, because I did what I'm assuming a lot of other people did, is I own the Mega Man Anniversary Collection, which is like 1 through 10, right? But 11 wasn't included because 11 either came out afterwards or whatever. It was too new, and they didn't include in the collection. So they put Mega Man 11 on the eShop and on Steam for $5. And I actually played a little bit of it since the Game Awards. It's really good. If this game plays anything like Mega Man 11, like, I'm totally in for it. And that game runs fine and looks great on a Switch 1 and on a PS4. So, like, cool. If this is a follow-up to that, and they're using that as the basis, because if nobody's played Mega Man 11, basically the special thing about the game, the gimmick of the game, is that you have this overdrive feature where when you click the L button, you can either, like, do extra damage with your attacks, or when you click the R button, everything kind of slows down around you and it's easier to dodge attacks. And this meter runs for both of these gears, and you basically only have a limited amount of time to go into your like extra damage mode or into your easy dodge mode. But they also give you like this alternative music track where you could have like the full instrumental music or the classic sounding music. I don't know. The whole thing is great so far. I'm only 3 in. I beat the first 3 robot bosses. I still got a ways to go. But as someone who did not play Mega Man 11, but is a big Mega Man fan, and then saw this trailer again after playing Mega Man 11, and I'm like, this looks very similar to that. I think it's going to be good. But I agree, it is a very small scale announcement to kind of have at the ending.
Yeah. I was surprised there were other things that could have, I feel like, filled that spot on the end of the show.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like KOTOR probably could have done that, but I feel like Capcom.
I feel like Tomb Raider could have ended the show.
Oh, that's right. They did announce Tomb Raider. Did we skip past that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We got Tomb Raider. We have a new Tomb Raider game.
Real, you know what I mean? Like...
Dang. I mean, to be fair, that's how I felt about High Guard. That's a who cares for real.
Oh no, that was the ending. Yeah, that was the ending one.
They paid for that spot, right?
They had to have paid for that spot. Yeah,
that's what it.
From the makers of Apex Legends and Titanfall, we have a fantasy FPS game.
Well, that's exactly why I went on
January 26th. Yeah, right.
The way he hyped it up,
you worked on Titanfall and you went to make your own studio. Make Titanfall 3, you fucker.
No, what do you mean? We need Apex Legends too.
Titanfall is kind of tough, right? What?
Titanfall's crazy.
I mean, are you guys gonna play this? It is free to play.
No,
gonna try it?
No, probably not.
Dang, you're not even gonna
Overwatch on horses.
Dang.
No,
it seems like first-person paladins to me, and I don't care enough.
I could just
like
play
these big multiplayer games. Like, I feel like I'm out of that era of games that I want to play now.
I get that.
Like, I'm more interested in like
apparently
more focused multiplayer games with my friends, or like just majorly single player story based games.
Yeah, but Fortnite has Ichigo in it.
That is true. That teaser was
literally the last show. They dropped the teaser. Yeah, so they're putting Ichigo, Rukia, Orihime, and Aizen in Fortnite. They're coming to Fortnite. No Chad, unfortunately.
They will just give
you might have to start playing Fortnite.
My man Chad.
Definitely. It comes out on the 20th. I will absolutely be playing it. Yeah.
Oh, we're damn near seconds away from One Piece then. If they've got Naruto and Bleach and DBZ.
I'm going to tell you right now. When One Piece eventually comes to Fortnite, which it definitely will, you heard it here first, it will not be anime One Piece, it'll be the live action. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get the live action Luffy, live action Nami, live action Zoro, live action.
I can see them do skins because they sometimes do double skins of multiple versions of characters.
And then you might get one. You might get one anime version of Luffy that's like Gear 5. You're going to get like one. And everything else is going to be live action.
Bro, you have never told a bigger lie in your entire existence.
All right.
What the fuck?
All right. That's fine. Just remember that I said this.
You have never told a bigger lie ever in your life, bro. What are you talking about?
I did say Melee was going to come to GameCube NSO.
You just keep
that was also a fat ass lie, but somehow this one he got an even fatter ass.
And they're gonna put the live action One Piece characters in Fortnite. Okay.
I mean, like I said, they'll probably do skins, so like you can get Luffy, and you can have live action or anime Luffy. It'll just be like, I think that's what they're probably doing.
Boy, they don't get no fuck about no goddamn live action, bro. Ain't no way.
Nah, but the live action might have the Netflix money.
No way.
To say,
I'm saying, man.
Why wouldn't they just go with the original anime first?
It took my daughter because
Netflix is going to give Fortnite $20 million.
No way.
That's 100% what's going to happen. I'm telling you. You can yell at me all you want.
Also, they don't put anyone in Fortnite. Didn't they put Danny Phantom in there recently?
They literally just put Kim Kardashian in Fortnite. They just put Kim Kardashian in Fortnite, man. It's crazy. What world do we live in?
Live action Luffy.
Children play this game, bro. She was on her knees. It's crazy.
Yo, what?
She was on her knees. She was on her knees gagging and everything, man.
Nah,
it's
hell
crazy.
nah. That's crazy.
Fuck?
What? It's not. It's true.
Bro.
She was on her knees, man, and now she's
What
in
did
Fortnite.
you watch? What did you see? I don't know nothing about that.
They're
Bro,
gonna
you know
put
how
Ray
many
J in
characters
next,
they
man,
have
I'm
in
telling
fucking
you.
Fortnite? There's other characters that were doing things like that. Charlie in Fortnite right now, bro.
I don't think so.
What?
I don't think so,
bro. How?
I don't think there's another person that did porn that's in Fortnite. I don't think that exists. Did they put Mia Khalifa in Fortnite? I don't think so. Maybe one day. One day.
Mia Khalifa.
One day they might.
Mia Khalifa.
Hit a miss.
You was sucking dick for a foreign car.
You got to play that song, G.
You play with them balls like it's
fair,
FIFA.
I still love the fact that we have on camera from whatever season of Japan Time that was, where I discovered that Mia Khalifa was a real person and not just a song.
No way, bro.
That was the fact that exists on camera, that we talked about that on Japan Time, is crazy.
Mia Khalifa. Mia Khalifa.
But yeah, and that was it, right? And then Tomb Raider. Do you want anything else to say about Tomb Raider?
I wasn't expecting 2 games. I was genuinely just expecting that, like, the next entry in, and I wasn't expecting like a full-on remake of the first one. And then both of them are gonna be like canonical for everything. Like they're merging everything now.
Yeah,
so cool.
One Laura. You guys just actually, good thing you brought that up, because I would like to direct people's attention, if you're listening to the show this whole time, to the top video game protagonist list that you guys just recorded last week during the break week.
No,
it was. No, you know what? I agree with you, because you guys didn't put Captain Olimar in top 10, which is fine. But
you're on crack.
I'm not. You're whatever. It's a whole discussion. I wasn't there.
I talked to Veer about it later. He said, "No, if I was there, we would have gone different." It's like I didn't have
bro,
my backup. It was crazy.
That list was booty butt.
It was horseshit. Just say it as you should.
It was not good. I don't think it's totally bad.
Yeah, I know, because you're a main contributor, buddy.
No, bro. Nothing I picked. Nothing I put up got on that list. Nothing. Not a single thing.
Sonic's not on there?
No.
That's crazy.
Tito literally, and I quote, "I can't have Sonic in the top 10. I won't allow it." Like, bro, what are we doing?
You guys removed Mario.
We gotta just stop playing. What are we doing, man?
How the hell do you not have Mario on a top gaming protagonist?
What the fuck does Mario do?
What is everything? Your mom, bro. Everybody.
What does Mario
he does
do,
everything.
Bro?
What does Mario do?
What does he
everything? Do? He does literally everything.
You guys right now, you guys are hitting me with the energy of my one buddy's friend who says like any game he hasn't played is a 0 out of 10. If you guys don't like the protagonist list as voted on by Team Japan Time, you should have been there.
Okay,
I was there. I still have
That's how you know Sonic's ass. You were there.
Gotta redo it.
Okay. Look, on
But
2 of
y'all
those,
should've been there
we're gonna
honestly,
spoil this a
should've been.
little
He
bit.
should've been
Okay,
taking
still, the video will come out eventually. The full thing, you want to watch it. If you remember, you can watch it right now. But for 2 of those, for Sonic and Cloud, I was fighting for my life alone. And the fact I had to fight for Cloud is crazy.
Sorry, you tried to put Sonic on a top 10 list and you didn't bring #1 Sonic fan Fidel onto the show.
Didn't bring. Like, what am I supposed to do?
You're not trying very hard if you did not bring Fidel onto a show where you want
like,
Sonic on a list.
It's the epitome of not being objective. Like niggas they're pushing their own agendas in a top 10 list that you're supposed to leave that alone in.
I agree. No one should ever. I totally agree. For a top 10 list, no one should ever push their agendas. They certainly shouldn't collude with other people. They certainly shouldn't push the Pomeranian from Tokyo Jungle in a top dog list. You can't go in for an agenda.
That's
can't
like
collude.
all Roger does. Roger is just like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, what? Kirby Air Ride's out? Fuck this list. Then Chaos Time.
Animal Crossing top 3, bro. Animal Crossing top 3. I'm so happy about that. I'm still so thrilled with that. That list, that might have been one of the best lists we ever did. That list is amazing.
I got Sonic on the GameCube list. That's all I can do.
We had Sonic on there. We got Melee, Animal Crossing, and Wind Waker.
Bro, this shit
top
looks
3.
Yo, Mega Heatran looks fucking crazy. What the fuck? My bad.
No, Heatran does look pretty crazy. Mega Heatran's awesome. What's your favorite? That's another thing that happens in the show. Yeah. You're literally playing it right now, Shofu. Mega Dimension DLC. How you feeling about it? Who's your favorite new Megas? Is it fun? Are you liking it?
Shout outs to Project M.
Bullshit the fuck out of my face. This shit is so ass, bro.
The DLC or the new Pokemon?
Was it worth the money?
The DLC. No, it's not worth the goddamn money, bro. It's the same game I was already playing, but there's new megas. So they expect me to be happy with that, I guess. I don't know.
Do you like any of the new megas?
I haven't seen all of them yet, but some of them are cool.
So far, from what you've seen, what do you like?
I'm fighting Heatran right now. It looks pretty cool.
Shout outs to Pokemon
You've only
DLC.
seen one? You haven't seen any others?
With a side quest called Project M coming
Absol,
out 10 years plus 1 day.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy.
I'm not
that was crazy that they said, yeah, participate in Project M to get your Mewtwo.
Like, it's been a decade. It's safe to do this now. It's like
decade plus 1 day.
It's made sure. A little extra credit on there.
It does make it kind of crazy that, like, we have that connection now with Morimoto, with, like, the 8-4 cafe.
Bro, why did none of y'all ask him? Why did none of y'all ask him what Diglett looks like outside of the ground, bro?
We should have thought of that. Honestly, we should have thought of that.
He made Diglett. You had the answer right there, bro.
He would have told us. He for sure would have told us.
Right?
Should have been there.
We were kind
That's
of
your fault.
Yeah.
It's not his fault. The passport, well, it kind of is a little bit. But
when did he start? When did he start that process?
When did you start that process, Shofu?
You're gonna get off Shofu's ass right now. That's what you're gonna do.
I didn't say anything.
I didn't hear what
Relative to when we decided we were going to go to Japan, when did you start
the passport process?
It was
Shofu, you don't have to.
Before, bro.
Nigga, don't answer none of these niggas. Don't answer none of their questions. I swear, don't answer none of their questions, bro.
Okay.
Anything else?
Oh,
about the DLC,
actually,
though? Nothing.
no, Roger. So we lost some people, but what you talked about in the pre-show, now would be a good time to bring that up about C2E2.
No. I thought you meant the Fiji thing. I was like,
no, not the Fiji thing.
There's 6 of us.
I'll talk about actual
I
stuff.
was like, there's 6 of us. I'm not bringing that up again.
No.
You missed it. You're not there. That's it.
No,
there's 6
I'm
of
talking
us.
about
One of those 6.
I'm talking about the plans for the year.
But now everybody is going to Fiji, right? Wink, wink. Right? Everyone's going.
All right.
That's right.
Now that this mythical Fiji trip is over.
Why do you say mythical? Like, this isn't going to be a thing.
Bro, how many? Okay, let me ask you then.
Bro, there's 6 people.
How many subathons
if we get members,
are you going to do?
We don't need subathons. We need people to get their money up and start giving us money. That's what we need. We need our listeners to stop slacking and get their money up and be members. That's what we need. We need everybody watching the show right now. You're watching the show. Yo, Kuro Fang, Jared Rodriguez, Malik Muhammad, all you guys, Dispirited, all you. Get your money up. Members, I want to see this whole chat, members only, so we can make this Fiji trip a reality. That's what we want to see, right?
Bro just wants to have mojitos on the beach so bad.
Of course. I want to. I don't care. I can go to Fiji right now if I want. This isn't for me. This is for you.
Go flexing it.
That's what I'm saying. I could go right now. I'm not.
He just can't help himself.
No way. I need all of you to go to Fiji. I need you to be able to flex. That's what I want. But also, what I want to share, now that everybody's in the call as well, and for people who've been listening to the show, this is a good, solid, long episode. We got through a lot of stuff.
Started with 4
what we
people.
wanted to mention,
almost everyone.
And now we have everybody. It's great. I know. But what I was going to mention is that we will, unfortunately, not be at C2E2 this year because they ended the panelist submissions for C2E2 basically a month early this year, didn't send out alerts. And so basically when we were in Japan is the final week for when you could have submitted your panels. So we were cooked. We were cooked.
Oh, wow.
Normally for C2E2, when I submit all the panel stuff, it's like mid-December. And so I submit everything for, when I go home for the holidays, and then I plan everything out. This year, unfortunately, that was not the case. They ended the panel submissions way early. So we have, thank you, by the way, Majora, saying I got my money up, Roger. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. So what we are actually planning on doing instead is we are currently thinking about doing a Chicago trip still, even though it's not C2E2. We're still thinking of doing a Chicago trip early next year because Anime Central has been looking for some panelists. They've been asking yours truly to be there for a couple years. And now we got a good excuse because C2E2 is not going to overlap. We might actually do the panel at Anime Central this year. Additionally, the weekend after Anime Central, within that same 7-day span, we have Combo Breaker happening. That's also in Rosemont. That's also in Chicago. That Viren will be in attendance in, and I will probably be in attendance in. And Spiff is going to be a Combo Breaker, and James is going to be a Combo Breaker. So we already have a lot of people who are going to be showing up at Combo Breaker. We already got a huge squad already planning on going. But the crazy thing is that in between, during that week, in between Anime Central and Combo Breaker, Pokemon Company is doing a limited launch of their in real life Pokemon museum at the Field Museum in Chicago, where they're going to have all the giant fossils for all the Pokemon. They're basically going to make like the Pewter Gym museum real. And there's going to be like exclusive merchandise and photo ops and all kinds of cool stuff. And they're going to want people to make videos and stuff. So what we were thinking of doing for the Chicago trip this year, instead of C2E2, is we were thinking of basically doing Anime Central, Combo Breaker, and the Pokemon Museum over the course of that week. And that instead of getting a bunch of different hotels and doing everything, we were thinking of doing a Japan Time content house for the week and streaming and doing a subathon and doing all kinds of fun stuff at the house, which would then pay for the Evo trip later in the year.
You said we get to stay at your mom and dad's house. Let's fucking
This
go.
is what I love.
Yes, sir. I finally get to see that your dad is real. I can't believe this.
This is wild.
So we are legitimately considering doing this because it's not going to be super expensive. And obviously Chicago trips are pretty easy. And by this point, all of the reimbursements for the Japan trip will have gone through. And obviously the Evo trip is pretty much free for most of us. So that's not going to be a problem to get people out for Evo. So realistically, the Chicago trip could happen. So if this is something you guys would be interested in, I will literally start the submission process for the panels for Anime Central or Combo Breaker or what have you, like soon. And even if it's not for a full week, even if it's just like we go for 3-4 days or something, we could still hit the Pokemon Museum and still do Combo Breaker, or still hit the Pokemon Museum or Anime Central. And we could go to the really cool Japanese market that's right nearby over there. What's the name of that place, Ricky? What's the name of the big Japanese?
We're definitely
Mitsuwa.
The only place that matters is going to Ricky's house and your parents' place. That's
we'll do that too. Yeah,
well,
we'll maybe do that.
All right, you guys can't. I live really.
No. Here's what I'll say. People watching, viewers at home, if you fund this trip, we'll put Roger's dad on the podcast for a guest episode.
Oh, my dad! Absolutely. My dad will 100. My dad will 100%. Yeah,
bro,
come on the show. 100%. He will totally come on the show. Yeah. He'd be more than happy to. He would be so excited.
Now, why would you bring your dad in here?
What do you mean? It'd be fun.
I would never bring my dad in here.
My dad watches every episode.
Yeah, pretty sure.
He literally watches every episode.
There's no way he does. There's no way.
My mom watches every episode. My parents literally watch the show.
What?
Yeah, his mom follows all of us on Twitter.
So cool. Bro.
That's why she was like, "Why is F swearing?"
Real.
They do. They listen to the show. They watch the show.
Okay.
All right. Well,
and what's their who do they hate the most?
I'm
just kidding.
Well, not a show, but that's a great. No.
Oh,
That's a
right. That's a good segue. That's a good segue. You Coast, you want to tell people what we're doing?
If you guys want to figure out who they hate the most, you can actually decide it yourself, because we are bringing back the Japan Time Awards for 2025.
Let's go.
This year, we're going bigger, we're going better, and you guys can participate. We will be dropping a form for you guys to fill out.
That's right.
Where you guys can vote for the categories. Let me give you guys a little preview of what the awards are. All right, so we got. Of course, we got Game of the Year. Obviously, how can you not do a Game of the Year award with the Japan Time Awards show? We got Most Wanted Guest Appearance, guys. You've been asking for
dad.
more
I think that's. I
love that one.
If you want Roger's dad to show up, you can vote for that. But some of these votes might lead to future guest appearances. You might even get Mia Khalifa. Hey.
Mia Khalifa.
We got best cast member. We got worst cast member. We got favorite cast member. All the classics. So, I don't know if we want to drop. Do we want to drop it live right now in the chat, and then we'll do
I
Put it
think
on
so.
socials later.
bro.
Yeah, we'll drop it live right now. I think is what we're gonna do.
Drop it on the head top. Drop it on the head top.
Luigi.
What the fuck was that?
You're actually waiting for that.
There is the forum. Y'all can go hop on and vote now for people.
Give me the link,
watching
bro. Give me the link, bro.
Am I allowed to buy this time?
God damn, shut the fuck up talking to me.
Oh my god. For the people that are watching the upload, we'll have the link up on YouTube announcement, or we'll put it up on Twitter.
Oh, there you go.
Stuff like that.
It.
So yeah, go wild, go crazy. We will be announcing. So here's the thing, Roger.
Yes.
We said we were going to announce the winners on the next episode.
Right. So here, actually, I'm glad you brought this up because I'm deciding this. I'm making an executive decision right now, live because of this episode. I don't know about all you guys. I felt like this episode was a banger. This was a good one. We did a lot of good stuff. The energy was good. We had a lot of people here. I don't think this is going to get replicated with the next episode. I feel like that next episode on the 29th, that is a post-holidays, maybe 3 people show up Chinatime episode. So I think this, you can consider
to be fair,
this the
Roger,
finale.
I can make an episode the entire award show if need be.
Well, what I was thinking, because we looked back, and for the last 2 years, the award show has been the season premiere for the new season. It's usually the first episode of the next year. I think we come back in 2026 with our first episode of the new season, and it is the Japan Time Awards, just like we normally do, and we make a whole show.
We're gonna leave it up for a month.
No. What's that? Well, we're gonna start it now. Yeah, and we leave it up until then. Right, exactly. So we leave it up for like a month. Yeah, because I think that'll be good. Because let's look at the podcast schedule right now. So today we have a show. Tomorrow this will go up. Right. Next week is a break week. So I don't know if we'll maybe do an after hours or like there'll be a video that's going to go up or something instead. The week after will be a show. But again, realistically, it'll probably be like a Chinatime. There's probably going to be like 4 of us because it's going to be after the holidays. But we'll make something happen. We usually do an end of the year Chinatime as well. So that'll be fun. We could wrap up the year with the Chinatime on the 29th. Then there's a break week on the 5th. And then our first show back in the new year is the 12th. That's January 12th, the evening of January 12th. So I think, yeah, if we leave this up for 3 weeks, that's a great amount of time. Because this will be up from all this week, all next week, and then all of the week of the 29th. And then we can close it on like the 2nd to give you a full week to go through everything. And then we do the episode on the 12th. I think that sounds good.
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah. And that'll be good. So that'll be the plan. So again, there will probably still be an episode of the 29th, but I'm assuming it's not going to be to this level. I mean, there will be stuff to this. We could talk about the holidays. We could talk about the end of Pluribus. We could talk about the end of Stranger Things. We could talk about stuff, but it'll probably be, like I said, a much smaller cast. So,
well, Stranger Things won't be over by then. So,
oh, you're right. No, yeah, they'll still have the finale.
There's a New Year's finale. Yeah.
That kind of sucks. That sucks. You're right. Well, we've talked everything. So once again, thank you all for listening live. This has been a lot of fun. We'll be back in 2 weeks, like I said, with like a Chinatime. And then there will be a full new first episode of Japan Time, first episode of the new season. The Japan Time Awards will be on January 12th.
Bro, what are you guys voting for? Holy shit, man.
Are there already people?
You know what? Let me vote too. Let me see.
There's already people.
Oh, no.
Put my votes in too, bro. Shit.
Oh, my God. All right. This will be fun.
Should be a good time,
for the next 3 weeks.
Right on. So again, you guys have 3 weeks. Submit your votes. We'll be back in 2 weeks with the Chinatime, and then potentially after hours next week and the week after that. So look forward to that. And in case we don't talk to you, have a happy holiday. Have a happy New Year. Have a wonderful.
Where's my secret fan again? Where's my secret?
Oh, you actually clicked it up? That's crazy.
I've been holding it all show.
That's so good. Oh, that's great.
W watching.
That was great. All right. Like, comment, subscribe, everybody. And until next time, we'll talk to you guys later. Good night, everybody.